Sunkissed is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition TTRPG show, which Sheepy did remember to hit record on. So let's introduce everyone in order of when they turn their cameras on, because I've realised that that's what it records in what it has in the Zoom. So, Vandy and Tess, what do you got first?
Oh, I'm first. Oh my goodness. Shut up, Josh. I can see your face. I can see it.
Good.
Hi everyone, I'm Vandy. I play Tess, the very fancy, very hungry vampire. Have I revealed that already, my class? I mean, I feel like I already have. She's a Toreador. You guys already know this. I mean, it's pretty freaking obvious.
First scene, it was like, oh, she's a Toreador.
Yeah. So pretty excited to. I'm excited to lean more into some occult stuff, but we'll see what happens this episode.
Yeah. So, after Vandy is Tashdar and also Chrys.
I was first in the call, though, I'm just saying.
You were, but you had your camera off.
Hi, I'm Tasha. I'll be playing Chrys today, who is a gangrel and is sometimes often grumpy.
Well, you know,
so,
it's,
I feel like she's going to be a bit hangry soon. It's going to be a problem. So that's going to be nice to deal with. Good luck, everyone. Moving on.
Moving on to Josh and also Cassius.
Hi, I'm Jurish, Gaming FTL, Strange Adventures, whatever you want to call me. Hey, you. And I am Cassius, who is a brewer?
Not everyone caught the last time you said it, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is he though? Is he?
Is he?
Who knows?
Do Bruja have a super secret power to be super forgettable? Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe that's his secret power. And fun fact, Cass is also super hungry. We're going to have an argument today, it seems.
Yes. It should be fun. And finally, someone who I think isn't super hungry, to my knowledge, is Mac and also Hydra.
Not for blood. Thirsty for other things in this game.
That's
but
because of all the oil. You're just getting smacked with oil.
Just getting abused. But it's all fun and games. Hello, everyone. Ezek Hydra stuff. I do things, and I'm just looking forward to today. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you all had some chocolate.
I may have forgotten that it was Easter.
Well, have some chocolate. Like,
I don't have chocolate.
Hot chocolate, close enough.
No.
It'll do. Yeah, I'm just good to go. I'm good to go. Max, semi-excited. He has a quest. He has a side quest from a random Malkavian he met. Not so random. No, actually random. Very random.
Pretty random. Okay.
Yeah. But so Max good. Max good. Let's go. Let's do it.
And for those of you who are interested, on Wednesday will be the premiere of the solo episodes that we recorded with all of the characters, which will come out on YouTube, and I will put it on Twitch before the Q&A roundup stream on Wednesday. So look forward to that. Aside from that, I think there was something else, but it's not important. Oh no, we also did do a myself and Hydra did a sandbox chat on his channel, which is Roll for Corruption or Roll Corruption.
Roll Corruption, and it was only longer than the average episode of Sunkissed.
By a little bit.
Like, let's do a quick chat. We'll see how long it ends up. Maybe an hour or two. 3.5 hours. And there was clearly more to be said, but somewhere in there might be some tips on GMing. Definitely from Sheepy, there was some good stuff. Yeah.
Just talking about that stuff.
Shout out to Vandy's hairdo.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And well, you can't see it, but and also
I've hidden it.
Ash's
I've purposefully hidden it.
A tribute to Lamia / Natalie
I chopped
Dormer.
mine. I'll show it to you, Vandy, in Discord.
Yeah.
Everyone's got the hairdos. I've got a hat, so it doesn't
You're muted.
matter.
I am realizing that I there's like a little bit right on my ear that's just a bit too long and it's poking into the top of my ear, and I'm like, I've never shaved my head before. I didn't realize that this was an issue. So literally right after this, I'm gonna go and just like
Do it
You
now.
gotta kind of
Wander off.
shave it around the ear, otherwise it
Yeah,
gets
who knew I
Yeah.
had to do that? I
They
don't
get-
fucking know.
They get a separate shaver out for that. It's the really small one,
Yeah.
higher pitch. It's part of
yeah, that's exactly yeah.
yeah.
And
If they
then
really don't like
if you're
it,
lucky,
use a
they do it
knife.
down the back
I just
here.
took some scissors to mine.
I
So
don't have
Truth.
small enough scissors. All my scissors are like big.
mine are like sewing
fuck-off art
scissors.
Mine are big fuck off art scissors, like the big ones that can cut through cardboard.
I sent you a
Oh.
before and after, Vandy. I'm just saying.
Maybe some cloth shears, if you're not too fond of your ears.
Oh, great. Yeah, no. I think I'd rather, no.
Anyway,
Van
don't cut your
Gogh.
hair at home. Wait.
So,
I did
Wait.
cut my hair at home.
Too late,
This was
Too
done
late for us.
yesterday.
Too late for us.
and it looks great.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh,
No, it does.
Ooh.
It looks really
Cassius
good.
dies this episode.
damn.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
so,
if you think you can take him,
Oh.
everyone has slept, and you have your.
Oh, we didn't do a previously on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, that's because everyone's talking about hair.
Sorry.
So yeah, last week. Oh lord, it's all got knocked out of my head because of all the crap that happened in the solo
It's in the
episodes.
notes.
Okay. Last week we had
All the way at the bottom page.
yes.
I can chip
That,
in if
that
you
is
like.
quite a lot. So Chrys went with her friend Jezebel, who she owed a favor to, and transported some goods or crates out of town, which were picked up by some random people in a military-looking truck. And Chrys wasn't interested, but Tash completely was. Still didn't look. Who knows what was in there? I do. And then came back. Cassius and Tess were meeting with Lamia for the first time, who runs the Oasis Club. It is a fairly neutral grounds, or intended to be a neutral grounds, where people can come and feed. And also just, meet in a neutral location, maybe. And Lamia's intending to style it on the idea of gimlets, which is that the humans will be tested before, so that they are safe and not prone to setting Kindred on fire. I believe Hydra, Mac. I believe Mac went to go see Kale. Straight off, there was an interesting conversation where Kale gave Mac $5,000, and Mac agreed to organize and invite the important figures in the city for a neutral meeting to decide what the hell's going on and maybe flesh out any disputes and territory and boundaries and that type of thing. Chrys went to go see. Yes. Then Cassius and Tess went to go see Gravestone. Gravestone turned up as Tess in a green scale dress, exactly the same dress that Lamia was wearing. Talked about the veil in between spirits and the living. Sometimes spirits try and push through, and Gravestone implied that Tess can assist them in getting through, kind of like, if they're pushing, she can pull. Whereas if Gravestone was to do it, it would be like knocking a hole in a wall. They could just like pour through in that area. And then had a little bit of a talk about the dreams. I don't think too much came out in the talk about the dreams with Gravestone. It's not really it's not really its area of expertise. So, but there are a few notes and a few thoughts on the dreams, just kind of guesswork, basically. Then Celine turned up while the group were chatting, said there were some visitors. Turned out to be the Old Guard, which... Was this the first time you'd heard about the Old Guard?
It was indeed.
Yes. So the Old Guard are in the bottom, in the kind of southwest, southeast of the city, in between the Maze and Flintbridge area, which they profess themselves to being not part of the Camarilla officially, because the Camarilla have pulled out and they have no real presence in the city anymore, but they say that they want to uphold the traditions of the Camarilla. Most likely what that means is that they want to be in good when the Camarilla finally return. And if the Camarilla like reestablishes itself in the city, they'll be like the good boys who held up the traditions and all
You
that kind
get
of
a
stuff.
gold star.
Yeah. So there was a meeting between the Old Guard and the coterie, and there was a little bit of a chat, just basic introductions, very formal, very polite, just letting them know that they were there in their territory and they weren't going to, like encroach or anything like that, and to set up a meeting, which will be, well, today, as you will wake up a little more hungry. I believe, Cassius, you are on 4 hunger, so you're feeling that burn again, which is interesting because I think it was you last time as well who was waking up feeling that burn again. So,
Do we all have to do a rouse check?
You all did a rouse check last.
We did last session.
Oh, we did.
Last session.
We did. Okay. Right. I forgot. About
So whatever hunger you guys are on is what hunger you guys are on currently.
1 hunger.
There you go. Some people are blessed.
It's the burgers, I promise. Like,
I think it's all the drama. You just,
oh,
You
I
feed off of
it.
drama.
I feed off the drama. I don't need the blood. So yes, you all wake up. Mac, I believe are you 2 hunger or 3?
Just the one for me.
Just the 1, okay.
Just the one.
So you're doing all right too, and Chrys, I believe 3.
3.
So you're aware that the hungers, when you're at 2 hunger, it's not insistent. You can ignore it quite easily. When you get to 3, it's a lot more difficult to ignore. It starts to penetrate in even when, it really shouldn't. So, yeah.
So what you're saying is 4 is a bad place to be.
4 is like feeling that burn.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So I think, I don't know who wakes up when, but they definitely hear Cass. He is moving around unsubtly in the place. You hear the sound of like running water.
He's stomping a little bit.
Yep, stomping around.
A shout from the basement. Morning. Evening.
Night time.
Oh, God damn it.
I think you actually slept on the beanbag chair.
Beanbag chair in the basement.
So everyone sleeps in the basement aside from Chrys, who sleeps up in the loft.
I sleep in the basement? I thought there was an upstairs.
The ground floor is
the ground
parlor.
floor is the salon,
Oh.
is the salon
Right.
for pets.
Ah,
and then
keep
the
it
basement's
down, Cass. God.
I'm gonna stomp down the stairs a little bit because I'm also hungry.
Mhm.
Do we live in a house of elephants? Seriously.
Yes.
Graceful.
No.
Just a little more grace, please.
Washing a dog is not exactly graceful.
Washing
Oh, fair enough.
I'm take the leftover burgers and I just start chomping on them.
So, what are we gonna do today? Well, we gotta speak to Roman, right?
we've got the meeting with Roman.
You have a midnight meeting with Roman, and then a 3 a.m. meeting with the Old God.
Okay. So we got a couple hours before we need to speak to Roman. Anyone got any burning issues?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 3.
I need to order a pizza.
How many burgers do you have left? There was like 15.
They'll be cold now, Max. She's been asleep.
Yeah, don't they?
Cold burgers aren't that bad, first of all. And
I mean,
just
if you don't
feel
want to
like
order a
eating
pizza, I'm enabling here, okay? I'm trying to live vicariously.
Do you want pizza? I mean, just
Pizza.
well, you can smell it, I guess. You know. Okay. And she's gonna go on her phone and just like, could do delivery. Were you thinking stuffed crust?
I'm not thinking anything.
Garlic stuffed
Well,
crust.
I'm thinking stuffed crust, and I'm also thinking, let me
Dough
see
balls.
here. Could do some breadsticks. You guys want
Do they still do
breadsticks?
that barbecue sauce?
I think so. Let me check. It's an extra 99 cents.
We live in England.
Pence.
Pence. Strange expression for it. Anyone got any other issues today? Other than...
Well, do you want anything? I mean, I just quickly.
I do
before
want something. I'm
The
very
delivery
hungry.
driver.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah,
I'll
we
get
could have
you-
takeout.
Ooh.
Wait. I mean,
But I'm gonna go with delivery.
the
Okay.
whole,
Okay. Cool.
you know.
Well, then we got a
I-
pizza on the way.
I'm willing to take the risk at the moment.
I mean, you can go first, and then I'll.
No, he's a delivery driver. People will probably ask questions if he's late. Back to
They're
where
always
he's supposed to
late.
be.
They get free
Well-
pizza.
No, that's not how you tip your delivery person.
He could get
Cass.
a tip
Come
as
on.
well. He might
People
get
love
the
it.
night off.
They don't. People love it.
People love what?
Having their blood
vibes.
drunk.
Ugh.
I want no part of it. I just want my pizza.
I want your driver.
Okay, well, God.
Okay,
Easy.
so...
What are you, that hungry, really?
Yes. It's been a busy couple of nights. So, I mean, my plan was to wash the dog and then we go out and get some. We go hunting. Anyone else want to come?
Yeah.
How about this? How about this? How about I pull the pizza delivery, lingerie at the door kind of thing, and then
Oh.
that
Drop
way
the towel
I'm
This
thing?
is a different
Whoa.
show.
Do you want to
Hold
borrow
on,
my...
this is fine.
You can borrow
just-
my detective jacket if you like.
No, ew, God.
It's real classy. You sure?
No, I have
Okay.
much nicer clothes than your detective uniform.
It's not about the clothes, it's what's underneath that counts.
Yeah, well, obviously what's underneath is great, but I also like to dress it up. So what if I bring in this delivery boy and then
What if
give
it's
him
not a
over
boy?
to you?
That's
Girl, it doesn't matter. Delivery
I-
person?
person. Yeah.
So
I am
just
interested.
don't kill the delivery person. That's all I ask.
I will try.
The only important thing is to give them a chance.
I mean, he had the chance to not deliver the pizza, so.
Oh, dear.
Okay,
Let's
so...
really kill this delivery person, okay?
we'll get
it's
a
just- it's
takeaway.
gonna cause so much more issues.
They
Just-
probably won't die.
So if I could just get a roundup of what the plan is for the pizza delivery, it's seduce the pizza delivery person,
Apparently so.
eat them, and then send them on their way.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just going to say this now. I'm going to be stood here with a rolled up newspaper, and if you drink too much, you're going to get a smack on the nose, okay?
2 people cannot eat 1 person. That is deadly beyond
Can
belief.
you order 2 foods?
Yeah, from 2 different places.
You know what? I've never. You know what?
All right,
Who's
give me
paying?
give me
Because
the
I'm
phone.
not
I'm
paying
gonna
then.
I'm
He
gonna order a
got
Chinese.
$5,000.
I'm
You're gonna
getting a
order
Chinese right now.
You're getting a. Okay. Well.
Hello? Hello, China?
I hope he's not
Never-
calling China from Winnie's phone.
I take the phone from Mac and I
Are you
put
actually
it
calling
down.
China?
Hello?
No, Mac, no.
No.
That's not how you order food, okay?
No,
Just-
look, I was dialing the number. I've got it on speed dial.
What number?
It's like the
You don't call
one-time Chinaman shop. I don't know what it's called. I just saved it as the Chinese place.
Wow,
Oh.
Mac, that's not cool.
Can't save over.
There's so
our-
many issues
I've
with
Dials.
what you just said, and I
I've
can't
learned a
go
lot
into
about
all
you.
of it right
I
now.
heard they did
but-
good wonton noodles. I called them the wonton, like, what's the problem?
It's not
Whatever,
your phone. You
Just-
don't live
We'll
here.
just have one delivery boy, and I will go to the forest and deal with myself there. I deal with my hunger there.
Yeah, the
Okay.
phrasing second way is definitely better.
I mean,
Anyway, okay, Chrys, well then, is this one, the delivery person is gonna be for you then?
what do you think the likelihood is of, fiery death?
That's true.
If you
I'll,
want to take him to...
I mean, it's going to take him a while. Just order it. We'll figure it out on the
I've
way.
already ordered it!
Okay.
Why don't you just go to
Figure it out
Gimlet's?
now.
Like, it's like 2 blocks away.
I really don't fucking like inlets. Okay.
No, it's just have the delivery guy. It's fine. I mean,
You know what?
just
No,
don't burst into flames, okay?
Okay, here's...
Sure, I'm
here's-
doing that right now.
It
What?
has been a little while, and there have been no reports of people bursting into flames.
Can I
However,
do-
there have been very few kindred willing to risk it, and it's only at extreme hungers where they. It has actually led to a few more deaths than usual, because by the time people are willing to risk their lives
Oh.
to feed, they're so hungry that they lose control.
I think I'm going to roll for it when the person is here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about this. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to wait about 20 minutes anyways, so, just, it's fine.
Good. Well, we
Maybe
got-
I'll just, get them to find wherever I am and give me the pizza there.
Okay.
You don't want me
Doesn't
to eat
matter.
as well? You're going to eat on your own? That's kind of rude.
What? No, gosh, I'm not that hungry. I just want pizza.
Cass, maybe me and you should go.
Maybe-
Get some proper food, and you can leave the ladies to snack on the delivery boy.
She's getting pizza.
No, he said Cass.
I know, but I'm not going to have pizza. You're,
I'm
I thought
not
pizza.
hungry.
you're not going to have the delivery. Oh, this is so confusing.
Yes.
Just-
all right.
I'm
Okay.
going.
Okay.
I'm going
Listen.
now.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Cass is hungry and grumpy. Chrys is grumpy and hungry, but those are not. It's just she's usually
Grumpy is not
grumpy
the word
anyways.
for it.
Is
Um,
anyone going to eat the delivery boy? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Maybe. We'll see. I guess it
Okay.
depends.
All right. Well, you'll know where-ish I am if you change your mind.
Why not just go to Gimlet's?
I'm not going.
Why
to
not
give-
just eat a banana, Tess?
I don't actually like bananas.
Why don't you
I
just
don't
eat
like the
one
texture.
then?
Well, it's a preference thing. I mean, if it was a live or die situation, I could eat a banana, I guess. But
Same for gimlets. So there. That's the answer. That's why I don't want to go to gimlets. Okay. Okay.
Cass, do you need company?
If you want.
I'll just.
we can just, you know what? We should discuss. You know what? How about Cass and Chrys? How about you guys? You two, go and eat. Go and eat. Just
Discuss
Go-
what?
you know what? Anything but this conversation. That's all. Just, I don't want to be around. I just woke up. I'm hungry for not blood, and
Oh, I feel really bad for you just being hungry. Sorry, I'm gonna go. Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Come on,
That's-
Chris.
Yeah,
If you-
okay,
well,
okay.
if you want.
I
Okay.
think it's let's just go.
Go!
I don't
Get
smell
out!
stupid pizza anyway. I'm going out.
Bye. See you in a bit. Remember
hey, you
Roman.
stuffed crust.
Yeah.
You have to be back in a few hours.
So, oh, Tess, should we phone Rags?
Yeah, we should phone
We
her.
haven't chased that up yet. We got like 20 minutes before the delivery boy gets eaten. So,
Yeah, I may as well make a few calls.
yeah, maybe just check in on him. Make sure they moved him. Make sure he's, not dead.
All right, okay. Well, stay here. I'll put it on speaker. Just don't say anything unless
We'll be like a fly on the wall, silent but deadly.
Are flies deadly?
I think that's farts.
Could be. This fly is deadly. After you.
Okay, and I'll dial the prison, I guess, the number that I have for the prison.
I can't remember the name of the prison. I have it. Give me a sec.
Prison.
Okay, I don't either. The Weirgate
Hello.
prison.
Prison
Weirgate
speaking.
prison.
There's a
But can you remember the name of the guard in the prison? Whose
Six
name was
Views.
6 views.
Her
In
Majesty.
the notes.
made? But we're on 58.
8HM prison. 6 Views. Hello. 6 Views prison.
Hi. Name's Tess. I'm the lawyer for Rags. Calling. I was there.
It would be you'd probably want to go with his name. Which is
Oh, shit.
James?
Don't remember off the top of my head.
I think off the top of my head it's Roland Grimaldi, but I'm just double checking.
Oh,
Ronald.
yes.
It
Ronald?
is.
No, it was
Oh,
Roland.
Rags
for
is
sure.
name, right.
Yeah.
It is.
Should have an inmate number too, probably. That's okay.
But let's say, for the sake of Sheepy's sanity, that you do.
Yeah.
It is Roland Grimaldi.
All right. So I'll call and just be like, "Hi, this is Tess calling. Tess Yoshinobu calling for inmate
Blah blah blah.
5-3 whatever. Roland Grimaldi.
5-3 whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
We are close to locking down for the night, but as long as it is reasonably quick, I can bring him to the phone.
Yes, but just before you do that, I do need to know. I did put in a request to have him switched over to a more secure, safe part of the prison. Just I don't know if my request has actually gone through. It was a pretty urgent request.
Yes, he has been transferred to solitary for now.
Solitary?
Yes.
All right, I definitely did not ask for solitary. I definitely asked for, something safe, but not solitary.
Solitary is the safest option we have.
Okay,
We
so
don't have
long
the
as he-
facilities for... It's currently planned in 2027. Renovations will allow for
Great.
separated...
We're hoping by that time that he's out, but either way, okay, just please make sure that he's also not going stir crazy in solitary. I'd hate to have my client, develop any issues while in there. Yes, if you wouldn't mind bringing him to the phone, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
One moment, please.
Thank you.
And there's a reasonably short pause, probably about 5 minutes. And then the phone... Hello?
Rags.
Yes.
Hey. How you doing, bud?
Little stir crazy. But,
Yeah.
it's better than the alternative, so I guess I'll stay locked up by myself for now. I wonder if anyone else can feel the same vibe as me right now in the world.
You know, I've told them to make sure that you're able to get out a bit. I told them solitary was not what I wanted for you. But so long as you're safe, that's what's important. How are you doing? How are, no one's bugging you?
No, boring. Aside from meals and the odd time,
Okay.
I'm just mostly in solitary. It's not terrible.
Okay.
I'll
You
lean
haven't gotten
over.
any other visitors or anything, have you? Calls?
No, it's
Okay.
been quiet actually.
Okay, good.
If anything changes, Rags, you know how to reach us, right?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. I
Just
didn't
a
want
call.
to use up my phone time, because nothing has happened. So
Sure. If anything
don't
does,
worry
you
about
speak
that.
to us, okay?
okay.
Yeah. You just ask for phone time, and if they don't give it to you, I will make sure that they most certainly do. Because, yeah, that's the least I can do to make sure that you're not going absolutely stir crazy. Do you need anything? Books or whatever? Something?
Yeah, some books would be great.
All right, I'll see if I can send you over some other stuff. I don't know, mystery novels. What do you think?
Maybe something a bit less crimey.
The Great Escape.
Yeah, I'll find some good fantasy literature, dragons and stuff.
Sure. Just as long as it has a good ending.
That rules out the dragons thing.
That's fine. Okay. Well, I just wanted to check in, make sure you're doing okay, and that you're safe. That's the important part. We'll see what we can do to send you a little bit more entertainment.
Sounds good. Yeah. No. It's better than it was. I don't look quite so much like I've gone 3 rounds with a jackhammer.
And lost.
Good.
All right. Keep us posted. Thank you for being patient and sticking in there, Rags.
Oh, it's fine. And thank you for looking out for me.
Of course. All right.
Hey, Tess, don't forget the
guard.
guard. Don't forget the
Oh.
guard. He was going to ask about the 2 bozos fire. He was like, oh, Tess, you're so amazing and fantastic and stuff.
On the line.
No, he's put the phone down because you said you said your goodbyes. So
Okay.
Yeah, well. Look, we
Where-
can look into those too, but...
Yeah, we can't call about that. I mean,
Well, okay, next time we're there, we'll swing by. I think his name was James. Yeah, I'll recognize him anyway.
who cares? He'll just tell me his name again.
True.
it'll probably be something
wanna-
different next time.
True. I want to know who those 2 were working for anyway, but... Anyway, I'm glad to hear the Rags is safer.
Me too. I'll have to send him some entertainment, I guess.
Cass knows about books. He might know a few, good ones.
With happy endings?
Yeah, maybe a sad ending's what Rags needs, something to cheer him up.
What?
That's how it helps set the tone,
Sad
Why
Mac!
would you want something happy just to rub it in your face? Be like, oh, look, a family and beautiful sunshines and rainbows. The
Oh
world's
my
shit.
goodness.
You just got to accept it.
You don't. You know what? You
No,
don't.
the
You
pizza's
don't read
gonna
a
be here in
sad
a
book
minute.
and then you know what? No, I can't. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. What's next on the list? We've already called Rags. What else we got to do here?
Get ready for the pizza guy, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
Fuck,
give me a
I guess
minute.
I'll-
I'm going to go get changed.
You? Into what?
I've walked out the door.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going into, I don't know, Saturday's room with my briefcase.
Okay.
What the fuck? Okay. And I'm gonna go into my room and pick out some nice clothes, I guess.
Sure. For the pizza man.
For the pizza man, I guess, like, but they're not even here, so it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, are you still
no
planning on
point
seducing
anymore.
the pizza man? Is that like
I'll
plan?
Well, I was in my pajamas. I'll just like change it to actual regular clothes, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Fuck. Stupid. Ready for the pizza man. I'm not eating him.
Sure.
You shout
fine.
that out, like
Yeah.
just through the basement.
Yeah, like I'm not hungry. Are you hungry?
I can't hear you. I'm changing. Just hear like rustling of clothes.
I know I'm just gonna end up being disappointed, and I don't know why I even try. Fuck. I'm going to I'm gonna text Chrys and I'd be like, are you sure you don't want this delivery person? Apparently Mac is dressing up for them? Question mark.
I'm gonna probably text back. No, we got kicked out. You made us leave. It's not like I can eat them anyway.
I'll just send the side eye emoji
Grumpy face emoji.
and like just that's it. I'll sit back and I'll wait. Ugh.
So, Cassius and Chrys, what are you guys up to?
I imagine it's probably quite a tense, quiet walk.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of shaky hands and
Focusing on things that aren't the hunger
Yeah.
is difficult, but I try. So Cass is like, so things need a chance, you told me.
It just Gimlets doesn't really feel very fair. They're all kind of laid up and it's gross and it's weird. Did you see them? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't necessarily disagree with you there, but it's useful.
Yeah, if
And
I'm gonna die, then I'll eat there. But I really, 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 really
Well-
don't want to do it.
Well, you're not gonna die, so what do you want to do? Like chase down a deer or something?
Yeah, let's do that. How fast can you run?
I am not a fast person. I tend to take my time about things.
Well, then how do you chase a deer if you can't?
I don't chase deers. The deers come to me.
That's fine too. Less fun, though.
Well, and I mean, that's what I got my buddy here for. He reaches down and like scratches the just behind the ears, between the ears.
Maybe we could go chase deer together. Talking to the dog.
I think he'd really love that.
But right now, I'm just really hungry. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe.
What actually happened when you went to see the front? You ended up talking to them, obviously.
Tess and Mac went to see the front.
That was it.
So I don't know. Tess said they had the animals around or something, and then they were the whole phone call of like, should we kill them? Should we not? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I've just got mixed up. That was Tasha's fault. I got for some reason. The front with Roman. Rewind a second before I made an error.
So what about this
Error.
front place?
The front? Oh, yeah. Apparently, non-silent phones are not very sneaky.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry, that was I will remember to not text you ever.
Well, it's on silent now, but just very important. Anyway, so we saw some. There was some folks hanging out in the warehouse. And
Oh,
they didn't look
incidentally,
like...
when you say it's on silent now, your phone goes burp, burp, burp. And there's a message from Tess, and we have that scene, and then we carry on.
Yeah.
Turn the
It
freaking
was not on
vibration
silent.
settings down. So loud. Stupid stuff, Chrys. It always irritates me.
Yeah, no, I can understand how that could get annoying if you have to live with her for an extended period of time.
Well, she has garlic dough balls, and I can't eat them. The whole house smells of garlic bread.
That sounds amazing.
It's the worst.
Why do you think I asked for the barbecue sauce?
But you can't do anything about it. And then
I
you can't
mean-
even eat the pizza person now.
It's probably not a good idea. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I don't even know if that's still a threat. Like, is it really that? Would it really be that bad if we just went and ate a person now?
Are you asking me or rhetorically? Because I don't know the
Yes.
answer.
You don't know the answer.
I mean, the front also haven't had anyone go on fire and stuff, but I don't know if they've been eating.
Well, good news. If things break down tonight, we may have some extra, relatively safe snacks in the form of the front. I mean, that's worst case scenario, but we
Maybe.
should be prepared for it. Especially, we're meeting them on their fucking turf.
We're meeting them on the road first,
Okay, fine.
and then
I don't
we
like it.
we just kind of wanted to mosey. There was a few that she's very convincing. It's a bit odd.
Okay, well, hey, do you want to hear a story, or do you want to just into the woods?
I mean, is it gonna go all giant wolf story on us again? Are we gonna meet a giant panda or something?
I mean,
A deer? Oh, a giant deer would be good.
a giant deer would be good. There are some rather large deer in there. They're pretty rare to be that big. I mean, you can get a decent supply. I mean, you'll find this out eventually. Like, animals are very convenient, and at the moment quite safe. So, if you want to know, I spend a lot of time learning from Gangrel, so I think it's fair to pay back the clan. You can learn about animalism if you want. I've got all sorts of teachings and a new trick. So that's
What,
fun.
like, how to make the animals come to you like you do with your voodoo?
I could teach you about talking to them if you really want, but I know a few Gangrel that live exclusively off of animals, and they're way older than me. They make it work somehow. I think that's to do with the...
You never figured out how to do that.
No, I
So,
don't know how
But
to do
with
it.
the in terms of like learning things from animals, being able to on some level communicate with them, you
Yeah.
could impart that knowledge to Chrys if that's the way she'd like to go.
I mean, it feels a bit rude to, like, chat to them and then eat them.
Oh, well,
It's like naming your... It's like having a pet pig and then eating it.
that's what people do all the time, though.
I know, but it's a bit weird, though.
It's weird. Honestly, it's not. It's less of a conversation. It's more of a... This is going to sound cheesy. Primal call. It's a beast recognizes beast situation. Or at least that's how I've experienced it so far.
I think I'm okay. I can chase them. But
Okay.
thank you.
Into the forest we go.
Do 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 do.
Muted.
So Tess, your pizza's here.
Ooh, pizza's here. Woo! All right. Mac,
Yeah, what's up?
The pizza's here. I'm not.
ready.
Okay. All right. Does Mac walk out?
Mac?
Or am I
He
standing
does.
here?
He's just wearing a different shirt.
Okay.
What? I've been wearing that thing for like 3 days.
Oh. Ew. Are you serious?
What about the 3-day thing? Or like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think so.
Change your clothes.
Well, it's not
Mac!
like I sweat anymore, is it?
Ding dong.
I'm going up to the door.
Anyway, let me know if you like the guy. If you do, say the word. The word's
What?
pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Hi.
Hey,
Pizza. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
It's a
Thank you.
young man, probably about 16, 17.
Oh, you are so young. Okay,
so
I am
young
going.
and yummy.
Here you go. And
Thank you.
thank you
Tip
very
them
much for
very
your-
well.
Mm.
Like,
You got
Yeah,
change for a
okay.
50?
I might do
no,
it for-
just keep the 50, dear.
What?
Just-
We're gonna be broke.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great
You-
night.
You don't
Yeah.
even
You too.
wanna...
Night.
Close the door, and I look at Mac, be like, "It's a child."
17, like, nah, the age of consent is 16.
Still a child.
Yeah, it's true, though. It is true. He's still got a lot to learn about life.
Also, you weren't planning on sleeping with him, to my knowledge.
No.
It's like, I don't want to eat a child. Or seduce a child.
It's good to know where your boundaries are. True. How old are you, anyway?
What's it to you? I take
No,
the
I'm
pizza
wondering,
and I
like,
walk
if you're calling a 17-year-old
Oh,
really
how old
young,
are you? Like, nah.
Well, I'm like, let me just look at my notepad for a second.
You Tess, you ordered an extra dip of barbecue sauce. Would you like to open it and just let it like air in the room for when they come back?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little bit wherever Cass sleeps. I'm just gonna put a couple little dots like around the door
Okay.
and just have it like inside the room and just let it like waft around.
Okay.
Turn on like a fan or something and just be like, close the door, just let it stir.
Okay. I don't think you have anything you particularly want to do, so we'll switch. You can. It'll basically be Mac
Yep.
asking and answering worrying questions, and Tess eating her pizza.
I will leave to go into Saturday's room just to distance myself from someone eating pizza in front of me.
Okay.
To snoop around
Sure.
because it's not really been done yet. So
Okay. We'll revisit that
We
when
can come back to that.
Come back, yeah.
Mhm.
Chrys and Cassius. Hey, check it out! It's the woods, yo.
Okay.
So what's this giant deer story?
Giant deer story? Oh, there is no giant deer story. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted to hear a story.
Well,
I
you
would
just
have
have-
said it out loud.
You just said, "Do you want to hear a story?" out loud, and then weren't planning on.
Are
saying
you,
a story?
Question.
Oh, are we in the woods or are we at the edge of the
You're
woods?
in. My assumption was you weren't going to your place.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because that's what you need the for. So if you're just going to the woods, it's like misty and stuff, but it doesn't. It
okay.
doesn't block you.
Fair enough. Yeah. So we can go into the woods, and I don't have to tell your story unless you actually absolutely want to. We're just not going to know where we are until we leave the woods. We're just going to be in the woods. But there will be animals in there. So
I felt that's what we were doing.
yeah. Just sorry, I'm confused now.
You're
Let's go
really
eat.
hungry. Yeah.
I'm very hungry. It's difficult to concentrate.
Going looking around. For
Okay.
deer.
I keep wanting to say careless whispers. Are you wanting to use feral whispers?
I am going to wait for Chrys to hunt us down an animal.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
okay.
how we're playing this?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fun.
Would you also like to set Conan off looking for something?
Yes.
Work together for like shepherd the deer.
Is it
Yep.
working together or is it working to beat the other?
Yes.
Well, that's both. Although I need to know which one it is.
We're gonna have a race.
Right. Oh, okay.
So Chrys, that will be Wits Survival.
Okay.
Good boy.
Do great.
So you're both in the same area. You pick up a scent, and Conan in a different direction kind of like picks up his ears and then does that like one paw up, like pointing with his nose, and kind of like goes quiet. Like, Chrys, what you are picking up is kind of over in a different direction to what Conan has found at a similar time. So he's ready to pounce and run after it. You're currently got the whiff of something. So whether you want to go with him or whether you want to head off after what you've picked up. Keep in mind, animals don't get you as much blood, so just FYI.
Yeah. I'll see what Conan has. Can I see what he's looking at, or if it's nearby? Or...
He's picked up
Not really.
a scent or a trail, or
Okay.
you can't see what's there.
I'll go along because he's probably done this before. I don't feel like I've been hunting in the woods before.
So he's waiting for Cassius's go, basically.
Yeah. So Cass very quietly does that. And then points forward and he starts to follow the other two.
Okay. I will need a dex stealth from everyone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's sent for some reason.
Yep, there it
It's
is.
just really slow.
We've got two.
I thought you were on 4 hunger.
It's only 3 dice.
I only have
Oh, I
3
see.
dice. I don't have more. If I had
Not
more
everyone
dice,
has
I
more
would
than
have
3
more
dice.
dice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you do get to the point where you kind of come out from some brush, and there's not even a clearing, but it's like a lessening of the undergrowth, like bushes and etc. And there is a deer. But as you come out, it startles and it runs. And Conan is going to go after it.
Yes.
Unless you, yeah, I was wondering if you might. So this will probably be strength athletics.
Okie dokie.
Because it's a sprint, it's not really dexterous in any way.
Not great.
Better than Conan. And let's see how
The deer does.
better than the deer. So yes, you do manage, like, so there's a deer running, and immediately, like almost at the same time, Chrys probably reacts a little bit quicker. Both Dog and Chrys go woof and start chasing, and like the deer's kind of like jumping in between trees, and Conan's doing the same thing, and Chrys is doing the same thing. Chrys, give me a strength brawl. Hopefully you don't paste the deer.
I do have a bonus for grappling.
You do? So that's a +1. And yeah, hopefully you don't paste the deer. Wow. Would you like to reroll that?
Yeah, I think
willpower?
it's probably for the best.
Instantly, guys, as always, remember you get all of your willpower back. And Chrys, mark off for willpower.
Yeah.
That's 3 dice reroll, so. If you just roll 3d10.
Mistake.
2 successes. Alright, let's have a look. Looky-loo. One success. Yes, you get it on the ground. You kind of like jump and just bang on top of it, and then like, you know, do kind of like a flip with your leg as it hits the ground, and just like roll it over onto its back and onto your back.
I've got the deer.
It's kind of like kicking and struggling.
Conan, as soon as you have it on the ground, goes for the neck and just like hold it in place.
I'm assuming like he's not going to.
He's not going to tear its
Bite.
throat out. He's just going to hold it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
You got it?
Well, I mean, he has it in the sense of he has it by the neck. He doesn't have it as in like if you let go, it's
Yeah.
still gonna like kick up and try and run away with him.
Well, I mean, yeah. Cass comes running up and he's like, "Well, I mean, you got it, so I guess who wants it?"
He's kind of cutting off its breathing a little bit. So it's like starting to kind of get a bit less vigorous and.
Okay.
You want it?
I'm pretty hungry. Are you pretty hungry? Can we not share? Is that weird? Socially?
You can share.
I wouldn't find it awkward. I'm just eager to have a meal.
Let's share. That's nice.
Yeah, let's share. Okay.
Holding it down, Chrys, you can immediately go for the neck.
Yep.
And Cassius, you can join in somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you want a leg, a breast? I mean...
Yeah, you find somewhere.
I got
Yeah.
muddy for
Fine.
this. I'm getting the
Yeah, you do have leaves and grass stains and all that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, I'm assuming you're draining it to death.
I'm quite hungry, so
He's not said that we're not doing that.
Yeah, so okay. So both of you can take a hunger off.
I'm at 4 hunger. I think I got to do a hunger frenzy.
Yes, you do.
Power is 5. My humanity is different.
Yep.
And I have a -1 modifier because of reasons. 3.
I'm pretty sure it's 3, isn't it? Like the targets for hunger.
I think
friend?
so, yeah.
I think it's either 2 or 3. So. So yeah, you manage to like as you start drinking, the relief of quenching that thirst actually like centers your mind. Like sometimes it can go the wrong way, especially if you've been concentrating on the hunger too much on that thirst. But this time it's all right. And so a deer, I think, would probably have 3 total. So what I'm gonna say is both of you roll a d10, sorry.
5.
8.
Cassius, you can mark off another hunger.
I would have assumed if he's frenzying anyway, he's probably.
Well, he
I'm not.
succeeded.
Oh, no,
he's
yeah,
not frenzied.
sorry.
I'm under control.
But,
Okay.
Okay.
bit muddy and dirty. That's fine.
Venison
Any
has
leaves in
a
my hair?
certain flavor.
Kind of woody.
It's not horrendous. Better than that drunk person. Tequila-y.
Oh, you've been drinking drunks?
Oh god, it was weird.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, it's yeah. I prefer animals. At the moment, obviously, but especially to drunks.
Yeah, Tess took me out, so
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
before the
I'm assuming to a bar.
yeah, it was up in Unders. What I don't know if she can go there anymore. Actually,
Hmm.
Um.
She
Well,
might want the bar back.
James.
How do you normally feed? Did you just like jump people in alleys?
Yeah,
Oh, no. I was just wondering. It's not a problem.
yeah. It was. I mean, so Kafka does the same. Most people seem to do the same. Probably, maybe I don't know. So
I
what's
mean-
it like with what's it like with at the Oasis? How's that?
The Oasis
Go
is a
for
bar,
feeding.
so I imagine. Well, they want to set up their own free-for-all buffet, so it's gonna be similar to Gimlet's, except classier and with more drunk people. There's not going to be any technical difference that I can see between the two, except one's got fancier wallpaper.
I mean, if they treat them nicer.
I doubt that.
Oh.
Especially with I suppose we should call her a madam there.
Madam.
Yeah, well, she has a very special relationship with the one girl we brought there as a favor. So she's her name is Lamia and I don't like her.
Oh, well, you seemed like her yesterday.
Yeah,
But,
well,
yeah, Tess didn't seem over pleased about that.
Well, the good thing is Tess was looking out for me. The bad thing is Lamia is a manipulative shitbag.
Oh. Okay.
And I can't do
Well.
anything about it.
Okay. So, like, persuasive.
Yes, persuasive. Exactly.
This is how Chris describes Kindred.
Tentacle faced, yes.
Tentacle face, yeah.
Mind powers.
With
Rain
mind
wiggles.
bullets. Would you like to be heading back while you talk, or?
Yeah, I just look at Chris and I'm like, wait, is the dear dead?
Yeah.
Should we? I feel like we shouldn't waste that.
What? I mean, are you gonna butcher it?
You know a butcher.
I do know a butcher.
It'll be on the way back.
Not a fake butcher.
I mean, he doesn't know anything about butchery, but the person he stole the place off of probably does, so I don't know what happened to them, but we'll
Where are we
figure it
gonna
out.
put a deer?
What do you mean, what are you...
Where? What? What do you want to do with this deer? I don't really get it.
It seems like a waste to just leave good meat out here when people can have it. And Conan is always hungry.
Well, if it's for Conan, but I mean, human people can go to the supermarket. That's what they do.
Or a butcher's.
Or
Conan's
butchers.
like, while you've been talking, Conan's like lay down and he's like chewing on a hoof, just like like dogs do with like the chew toys and that. It's just
That's gross.
it's just like vaguely occupying his time.
Come on, I just washed you. Come on, away from there.
No.
and I pick up the deer and put like 2 legs on either shoulder.
You know what? Just to see how you do with a deer, roll me a strength. Just straight strength.
Just strength. Okay. 1 success. It's really heavy, is it?
It's pretty heavy. It was a fairly large buck, so.
Mm.
Are you serious? I'm gonna have to carry this freaking deer.
Well, I can just drag it.
It was bad enough carrying it through town. What are you gonna do dragging a deer through?
Okay, fine. We'll leave it.
Still slightly confused as to why he just wanted to take a whole deer home.
Seems wasteful.
I mean, it's you know, it's quite quiet at night, so you know, you might get a few odd looks, but it would be weird people out at late at night anyway. Well, it's getting close to midnight,
If you
I
really
guess.
want me to carry this deer, like, you have
If
to get rid of
If you
it.
don't want to carry the deer, that's fine. It's just a deer. Don't look at me like that.
Fine.
I just thought it was a nice idea.
But why?
You guys realize that you have eaten, right? Because you're still arguing like you haven't.
He took more of the dinner. Well, I was grumpy about it. I just don't understand why he wants to take this deer. What we're gonna do with the deer?
Just gonna give it to a butcher.
We don't know any butchers.
I know a butcher. There's literally a person in a butcher's
He's not a
shop.
real butcher.
It's a real butcher's shop. I don't know what happened to the butcher.
I'm just gonna take the stupid deer off him if he's
Okay.
laboring
the
underneath
deer.
it.
He did manage to get it. He did manage to get it onto the shoulder, but kind of wobbling a bit, not fully in control.
Freaking deer.
And as it's on his shoulder, Conan is just jumping up a bit, and nipping at one of the dangling hooves. Chrys, roll me strength.
Okie dokie.
Straight up strength.
Do, 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 do. Oh wow. It's a
It's
really
pretty heavy.
big
It's,
deer.
pretty, it's,
Deer,
it's
then.
pretty heavy, Chrys.
Okay. Oh, right.
I feel like maybe
Uh-huh.
Conan's just hanging off the back of it.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's why no one can carry this goddamn deer.
We're actually carrying 2 animals.
I mean, you could take. It's just gonna slow you down a bit by the time you get back to the
I
coterie.
guess we don't have time.
We have to go see Roman, and I need to get changed, or Tess is gonna have a fit.
Yeah, maybe.
She's like pulling
probably.
leaves and twigs out of my hair. Like she's.
There's part of a branch sticking out of your neck shirt.
Oh, this is a bit itchy.
It's just whoosh.
Oh, I'd do it.
Perfect. Let's get going.
Let's.
Good hunt.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Cassius, you would have noticed a marked decrease in just animal noises and etc. So it seems like whoever's hunting animals out on the skirts of town.
Yeah.
Might be time to start a rat farm, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I was gonna try and start a bunny farm.
You do still have some bunnies around the place.
But yeah, I lead us out of the woodland mists.
Okay. And you head back to the...
Back to the parlor.
Alright. When you get back down into the basement, there is a distinct pizza and specifically barbecue sauce smell kind of wafting through.
This will never not be irritating.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Breadstick?
Hi.
Mm.
No, I've already eaten, thanks. Venison.
They are muddy and dirty, and there are splotches of blood all over. It was not a tidy feed.
Hey, the next
Outside.
time.
Nope. Out. Go up to the parlor.
See,
Both
I
of
told
you-
you.
Up to the parlor.
No, you were exactly right. No, I can see what you mean. I'm gonna go
Up.
change.
And I'm
To
gonna
the
go
parlor.
and go change the loft.
I want to grab Chrys by the scruff and just kind of drag her to
What
the parlor.
Eat
You
your
are
damn
so
pizza,
muddy.
okay?
What did you wrestle an animal? Come on, get in the
Literally, yes.
Ugh! And I'm gonna put her like where they wash the dogs and take the spray nozzle and just spray her.
You be careful. That's all I'm saying here.
Oh gosh, this
Just
everywhere.
You better put that down.
The mud is mostly boots, as opposed to. Oh no,
I think I'm
actually
just
back,
got, like-
and it'd be a lot of yeah.
I'm getting changed. Just get off.
So dirty.
I have a shower upstairs. Okay, just back off.
Okay, boots off though.
I'm just gonna throw them in a general direction
Yeah.
Put them. Oh, and I'm
Okay.
gonna put them back
and
into,
walk
like,
away.
where the dogs get washed and
Stomp
just
up the
spray them
stairs.
down.
Yeah.
Do you thing where you like try and kick your boot off so the mud goes
Unlace it
everywhere?
and just chuck it over my shoulder in her general direction.
It like hits a wall and leaves a
It's the ceiling
boot print, and
boot
also.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
like little splotch of mud hits my face, but
Mm.
like,
Dramatic.
I heard that.
You are so dramatic.
at least I'm clean.
You got like
already got-
pizza
I've already
running
got-
around your mouth, like
Pizza and a bit of
pizza
mud
sauce
now.
and good grease.
Mm-hmm. We got like Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Oh.
open the
Cass, I left you a present, by the way.
What?
As you go into your room to change, there's an opened packet of barbecue sauce, and the room like honks of barbecue sauce.
I don't know whether that was sweet or mean.
No, it's barbecue, not
I
sweet
dip
and
my
sour.
finger in it and
It's a very sweet smell.
yeah.
Just gonna poke my head out from Saturday's room.
Hey, everyone, look, I'm trying to look for clues in here, okay? Keep it down.
We looked already. There wasn't anything in there.
You have not
Yeah.
looked.
I'm looking.
No, a lot's happened, and you haven't gotten around to look at Saturday's room.
I was convinced we'd looked in his room. Okay, fair enough.
So while Tess has been eating,
it just
I've been
empty?
rummaging.
Yeah, it's cleared out. But roll me a.
So I'm thinking anything from
Trying
like
to-
receipts to
I'm
just
trying to
anything that might
think.
have hinted at where they would have been going previously, let alone where they'd gone now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think whether it'd be wits or intelligence investigation. I think it'd probably be wits investigation,
Uh-huh.
just to see things and notice anything that might possibly be worth
And
seeing.
would I be paranoid enough to use the sense the unseen in here? I don't think I would. I don't think it would strike me as something.
Nice roll.
Yeah, that'll do.
There is nothing really so there are bits and pieces. There's a couple of there's like a book kind of notepad which has random notes, but doesn't really make any sense. There are no words. There are like numbers all jumbled up in kind of like a cloud of like expanding cloud. There's a few like drawings and things like that. There's like a stick figure without a shadow, and then a stick figure with a shadow. Yeah, it's like that's the best you can find. All the rest is either like a few pieces of clothing, a pair of shoes. It was fairly bare to begin with, and now that
Okay.
as far as you can tell, it was mostly cleared out. Anyway,
This seems like his notepad, though, is it? Or
Yeah,
something to
probably.
that effect. I'd like to use premonition on it as I sit there reading through, or can I only use it on people?
no, you can use it on
I'd like
belongings
to-
and things like that.
I'd like to try and just get what I can from it, because my gut would tell me that he's seeing the same sort of things that I would see. So
Yeah.
I would like to try and get on his wavelength.
Okay.
And I believe I do have to do a rouse for that.
It is a rouse, yes. You get hungrier.
I will take a point. And now for Auspex. Resolve and a discipline. Where's the resolve gone?
You can actually
There we
just
click on the power.
yeah.
Oof, and I'll re-roll 2.
Okay. Mark off your willpower. 3
That's
successes.
3.
As you stand there, is the door closed? Because you did open it to shout
I
at
would
them
assume this
quickly.
would have been while Tess was eating,
Yeah.
so I would assume yes.
Oh, because you didn't want the pizza smell.
I went there to get away from the food.
So, your shadow expands and swirls and just climbs up the walls of the room to the ceiling and then meets until the entirety of the room is just covered in shadow. There's no real light in there anymore. And then, like, you can feel your shadow start to climb up your legs and then up your body and then, like, around your neck, and you can feel it, like, grasping at your neck. It's not like, you know, you don't need to breathe or anything, so it's not putting pressure on. You can just feel that. And then it will back in.
Make a couple of notes in my notepad before stepping out to join the others.
Okay.
Hey, so I thought I'd have a look at Saturday's room. No idea on where he's gone.
Well,
Yeah, but wasn't that
worth a
the
try.
general consensus?
Yeah. It's, get the impression the kid's a little, maybe a little bit on the sneaky side, so someone's gonna know where he is, though. I need to maybe speak to Kale about that. He might be able to reach out somehow.
And then Malkavian.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. It's probably worth trying to find him.
Put it
Making my
on
way
the to-do
back,
list.
just pulling a hoodie on at the same time. So I'm in the group now.
Yeah, Cass just finds another set of scruffy flannel shirts, shirt and like khaki trousers or something.
Okay, you're not putting on the suit?
You're gonna see
We are
Roman.
going out.
You're gonna go like that? You gotta get your business face on.
Oh, well,
It's fucking dirty too.
It has been, like before Cass went to bed, he spruced it up. It wasn't like horrifically dirty, it just needed like brushing down and...
Right, so game phases, people. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna play this?
I'm just gonna change, but like with the doors, like just so I can hear people talking.
Yeah.
I'm still
So-
changing.
I think easiest way to go into this is just go in knowing what we want, which is, I guess, for them to join us.
Are we looking at
least-
like a democracy like we got with Selena, or are we looking at something a little bit more?
Well, I think basically what we have with Selena's ideal. We represent her, and she helps us. Stronger together kind of situation. I think we have something that we can offer them, and that is our expertise in making people do what we want.
And safety and feeding.
And safety and feeding. We have a lot to offer them, and I think if we just straight up put that on the table and say it's stronger together, then we can ask what they want, what problems they need solving. We can make a fair exchange. It's something I've learned recently is that you can not be able to provide everything, but as long as you can give something, people will give back to you. It's what was it? From each according to their abilities to each according to their needs.
Anyway, so basically, I take that we're gonna just tell them to be in our group. So
That's
the
well and
plan.
good until someone decides that who's in charge and they,
We'll make it clear it's us.
good. If we have more strength than them, then they join us. It's not, a mutual arrangement.
Yeah.
If
What
they're
if
called
there's-
the front, what are we calling ourselves?
I don't know.
Rotary.
And made some
Ro-
notes.
Rotary.
Did you? Wait, did you say rotary or brotary?
Rotary.
Rotary. Oh yeah, if they're the front, we can be the back.
Technically, we're like the middle,
dear.
right?
Can't be that.
Oh yeah, we are in the middle.
Yeah.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I've been thinking, actually, seriously, a lot of what we've been doing is kind of in memory of Winnie and what he was trying to achieve, so something like that.
That's true.
It's not the snappiest title.
My mother used to say something about that memoriam, memorial. Remember
I like that.
something?
I was gonna say either that or like the graveyard or something.
Spit emo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like the Latin.
I like the Latin too.
Yeah. Remembering Winnie.
So Memoriae?
Memoriae.
Makes it easier than you lot. Or
Sure.
Our group.
The coterie.
Vague.
God, yeah, saying our group so far has been.
It's not a
bit
bad,
of a
it's
tongue
not a-
twister.
not a bad message either. If they're loyal to Winnie, if they knew Winnie, if they thought he was cool, you're his kid, so you're next in line for the throne, So if they want to respect Winnie, they respect you.
If nobody believes him,
Mm.
Do they just
Nobody
not believe
believes-
him, or is he just all?
What's with that, by the way?
I don't know.
Cass,
Seems to-
you mentioned people can't remember you. What's going on?
Seems that something is stopping the Nosferatu from figuring out who I am, remembering. I don't know. I'm going to go and see a friend, but we don't have time for that now.
So you think they can't remember you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good news, right?
It's helpful, but not right now.
No, I don't mean like that. You had 3 options. Either Winnie didn't tell anyone about you, maybe you're really forgettable, or they can remember you. I think option number 3 is the least offensive,
Me too.
we should entertain
Good.
option number 2. Just kidding.
Shut up, Tess.
Look, all I'm saying is that's my favorite of the 3 anyway, so.
It's weird.
Interesting, though. I like it. Sounds like a
Just not-
mystery to solve.
Yeah.
But maybe after we deal with Roman.
Yeah, we're on a schedule here, guys.
Yeah. Let's get this done.
Ooh, also Memoriae is kind of good because I also might be able to talk to the dead. Not yet, but soon.
Me too.
Yeah, I would love that.
You spoke to the dead.
No, don't remember speaking to the dead. Oh, I did actually. Yeah. But that was through some. No, I might be able to do it myself actually. Eventually, maybe. We'll see. I'm almost ready. Sorry, just finding the appropriate jewelry. Are
I know.
skulls too weird?
Again, you're going
Same.
very tropey here.
Tropey.
Is that-
I haven't worn skulls in a while. I have some very nice style. And I toss a ring over that's like a skull, but it's very kind of dainty.
Tess,
Fateful. I don't even catch it.
I go and pick it up and I'm like, I like the message that skulls send, honestly.
Me too.
Are you gonna dye your hair all black and sit in graveyards? Is that your vibe now? It's a bit weird.
Okay, my hair is black, Chrys.
Well,
first of all,
Even darker than that.
it's a little dyed, but you know, I'm not gonna make it darker. No, I'm not gonna start wearing like. Well, I could wear some darker makeup, I guess. You know what? First of all, I would look great in it. You don't even.
I'm not saying you wouldn't, but you want to call gravestone and then wear skulls and talk to dead people.
And I'll step out and
Have you
grab
watched
my
The
ring.
Craft?
Listen, I'm not here to just. I don't need your judgment on fashion when you're wearing that to go meet with people.
You what's wrong with the hoodie?
Hey, Tess, look, on a serious note, okay, from one person that can speak to the dead to another. If you need some help seeing things, you know, like in the car, if you need help seeing things that you ain't seeing, I'm willing to try and help. Just, you know, let me know. But speaking to the dead ain't, you know, it's just another thing.
How do you speak to the dead? Because the way that Gravestone explained it to me was like a push and pull kind of thing.
Yeah, they come to me, so, you know, I'll be walking down the street, buying a newspaper or something. Hey, that guy. Speak to him for a little bit. He's cool. You know, sometimes you know him, sometimes you don't. Sometimes they got things to say, sometimes they don't. You know, you just gotta look for him, though. But it took a while to figure it out to begin with. They were like, it was just mostly shadows and stuff. Yeah, you look, you focus, you think, takes a bit of practice. But I figured it out pretty much on my own. But Winnie gave me a bit of a nudge.
So, I am not pushing you guys on because there is still a little bit of time left before the meeting. However, Tess, if you'd like an excuse to bail out of the conversation, it is getting close to the meeting time. Giving you that option.
Yeah, I'll probably just be like, okay, I'll take it into consideration, but we should probably get going.
Yeah, not now anyway. We'd need a whole evening for that, and you know, that's another thing. But
yeah, and I'll grab whatever stuff we need and keys and whatnot.
Okay, just keep it in mind though. Next time I'm speaking to someone in the car and you want to join in, it might be handy. But anyway, let's deal with a Roman.
I'm gonna take some breadsticks and put them in my purse.
Okay. And is everyone heading out to this meeting?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we grabbing Celine? Is she coming with us?
I think it's probably best if we let her know where we will be.
All right, well.
Do you want me to wait round the back with her? Just, you know, in case there's trouble, you can let us know. Might be a bit road rolling up with like 6 of us or whatever.
You could send somewhat. There's no like laid down rules, but it is kind of like a neutral meeting in a neutral place. So you could like send Mac off to get Celine and, you know, hang nearby but not too close, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's my suggestion basically. Look, let me and Celine just hang around a little bit. You 3 do the talking, and then, you know, if I see anyone in an alley about to jump you, I'll jump them, I'll eat them, and, you know, keep you safe.
Okay.
Sure.
It pays to be cautious.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also,
Casually.
remember how is. I feel like Mac might be best to not take the front-facing role in this discussion.
I made $5,000 yesterday, and I can understand that perfectly, young lady.
And you got us a job that's like near impossible. Okay?
Well, I got me a job. It's all good.
Would you?
Oh, speaking of that, Roman might want an invite, you know?
We
Gotta
could
decide.
offer that as a thing to dangle and.
That's an incentive for him. Get what you can from him. And remember, Kel needs as many people as possible. So, keep that in mind.
This is my point.
Yeah,
It's a
you hang
meeting.
back, Mac.
You,
I think we'll
yeah.
be all right.
I am back with Celine. I'd like to talk to her.
That's an excellent idea. Well done.
So, is there anything anyone else would like to say? Otherwise, we could transition to the meeting and with Mac and Celine nearby.
I think obviously
Yeah.
I'll scope it out a little bit to make sure it's not
Okay.
a kill alleyway or something.
No, it is in the street in between both of your territories.
Yeah.
There is 2 men, neither of which you recognize. One is kind of hooded, robed up. The other one's just in a business suit standing there, and they're both kind of just waiting. It doesn't look like they've been there long.
I'm gonna turn awe on.
Okay.
As am I.
Okay.
Ooh,
And I am not.
Okay.
I think I would also like to send Conan with Mac.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He probably sticks more by Celine than by Mac, but
Yeah, probably.
as long as that's okay.
yeah.
By choice. So, would you like to approach?
Yep.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
both ways,
think
cross the
so.
road.
Okay.
I do not look both ways. I stand across. The roads obey me.
So, as you approach, you see a man in a suit. Fairly... even more pale than the usual pale. Just, probably even when he was alive, he didn't get much sun. A little bit of a weak face, very short hair. And as you approach, he kind of nods, and the guy in the hood, and he's like, obviously his face is mostly hidden. You do see signs of like scarring, like on his chin and everything. Greetings. I assume you are from. I'm sorry, I'm not even sure what to call you. I didn't get a name.
Our group is called Memoriae.
Memoriae.
I'm Cass. I believe you've met Chrys.
Indeed.
And this is Tess.
Oh, actually, sorry. No. He didn't actually meet them.
No, I met Julian and
Nicole
Nicholas.
and Julian.
So I don't know.
Well, greetings. I am Theron Roman. I am in charge of the front. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I don't believe I caught this young lady's name. Looking at Tess.
Tess.
Pleasure. And this is my advisor, Alistair Mouse.
Nod at him too.
I hope you don't mind. I decided to call in a neutral third party to oversee proceedings. They are well versed in these type of negotiations, so they should be here momentarily from what they said.
Okay. Are you okay to stay here and conduct negotiations, or would you prefer to go somewhere else?
Well, we could go to a building, but either building would be in occupied territory, as it were, so it is disagreeable, and there do not seem to be too many people in these back streets currently, so it should be fine to conduct
That's fine by me.
negotiations here. Oh, here he is. And you look round and see Clay Fraser.
Not a neutral party.
Greetings, friends. It is nice to see you all again.
Hey. How's it going, Clay?
Absolutely wonderful as always. Now, I am merely here to make sure no foul play starts. So, please, assume I am not here. I am a ghost. I am a shadow. I am just here to observe. And step in if needed.
Okay. I've got a couple of questions for you, Clay, because
yes.
you came here as a neutral third party, and I appreciate you dragging yourself all the way down here. But
Not too difficult.
what exactly makes you neutral? I just want to make sure you don't have any interests in this area at all.
Well, I have always been neutral. I have no interest in land, territories, borders. I have no interest in power. I merely work. I do the job.
Working for your own interests is not neutral.
Since when
Clay.
have I ever worked in my own interests? Lovely to see you again, Miss Tess, as well.
Don't get your name out of my mouth, out of your mouth.
Apologies. You look radiant.
Yeah.
You look nice.
Sorry, what?
She does look nice. I'm agreeing with him. It's not
Yeah,
wrong.
but coming from Clay, that means nothing.
A spectacle of imagination.
Being a bit dramatic about it,
Gross.
but I don't think that she'd like this.
Look, like you said, as long as you're a ghost, I'm okay with this.
Of course, I am not involved unless either party decides to kick something up.
All right.
Kick you.
Attacks on the neutral party is acceptable if you so feel, Miss Tess. Feel free
Don't
to take a
tempt
swing.
me. Don't tempt me. Shall we?
Yeah.
Quickly?
Tess, how hungry are you?
0. I have a 1 point hunger.
Okay.
I am. Yeah.
I won't make you test a frenzy or anything then.
Do you need me to do any kind of check for that? Because, oh god, I hate Clay so much.
I mean, he just said you can take a free swing if you like. I mean, you don't have to test anything, but for you as a player, if you would like to make a roll or something, we can figure something out.
No, you know, she just had pizza. She's got breadsticks in her bag.
Yep.
She's okay. She's okay for now. But that was his one. Can we get on with this, please?
Yeah. Let's get it done. Okay.
Tess, can you roll me? Actually, everyone, can you roll me wits awareness, please?
I really don't.
Oh, let's not bring Mac along. Oh, the wits
yeah,
awareness
sorry,
supposed
guy.
to be here.
No, Mac.
You're in the shadows.
Good luck.
You're a ghost.
But I hope you fail.
Okay.
Well, we all got 2.
You all got 2. Carry on.
God damn it. All right. We are here to offer you a significant amount, and
just incidentally, Clay has moved like to the side and is just leaning against the building.
good. Out of swinging range.
Not out of visual range.
Good.
He's gonna hear this entire conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This is the last person, and I'm saying this in front of everyone. He's
Yeah.
the last person I want to hear any conversation like this.
I'm Sorry, I didn't realize there would be an issue with our neutral third party. Mr. Clay, Mr. Fraser, is well known as a mediator and neutral party when things need to be addressed and discussed.
Tell me, does he have a history of mediating things that often escalate?
Not really. There are always incidents where meetings escalate, but as far as I'm aware, the majority of the sit-downs and mediations tend to turn out with a peaceful and positive solution. Hence his reputation.
Sure.
Mm.
Sure.
Sorry, regardless, if there is an issue, we can reschedule and organize a different neutral.
I think it's better if we get this finished so we can,
Of course.
see where we stand. So, I would like to open with a couple of questions, which, namely, is what would you like, and what are your interests?
Our interests are merely self-preservation, the protection of all of the members of our little group. We have no interests in pushing out any further. We're happy with the front. We're happy with the area around the river. It allows us to conduct our business and carry on mostly as if things were normal. And he kind of like flattens down his suit a little bit.
Well, that sounds amicable, at the very least. I would like to say that our group has aspirations for the city, but we're not exactly warmongers. I mean, we're here, aren't we?
Indeed.
And seeing as we're such close neighbors, I think it would be in our best interest to work together. We have a lot we can offer in representation in this. I'm sure that you've seen very irritatingly complex new system that we found ourselves in. We have a lot of
Yes.
inroads with other people, and we would like to share that. So, how would you feel about joining our groups?
And he kind of like stares ahead for a second blankly. And then his name is Mouse. Like kind of reaches up and tugs on his suit, kind of like leans down, and Mouse goes up, start whispering for a bit, and then he sits, kind of straightens up, says, "Yes, well, an alliance is, or an agreement of some sort, is very much agreeable. We are not looking to make enemies, and we have no interest in expanding. However, we will not be joining, subservient or otherwise."
Okay. Well,
Everyone roll wits insight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, number 2. Oh,
Hey, some people have wits insight here. Holy crap, Chris.
Hey.
oh, damn. Never
Nice.
mind. I retire as a detective.
Oh, I almost rolled strength insight. That's not quite the same thing. I guess I squeeze him and see how squishy he is.
Ooh, yes, lots of meat.
Are you telling the truth?
Almost deer-like.
Wow, that's a whole load of ones. Chris and Tess and Cassius. Holy crap. You will pick up. You know what, Tess? You pick up, because you crit, that
Chris crit.
Sorry, Tess. Sorry, Chrys. Chrys, you pick up, and well, while he was considering your offer, there was nothing going on behind his eyes. There was no like calculation or thought. There was no kind of like consideration. He was just waiting.
Nick waiting for instruction.
Tess and Cassius, you notice something is definitely off, but you can't put your fingers on it. You're muted, Cassius.
I see. Well, that's not great for negotiations.
I'm just staring at the mouse guy a little bit, trying to like.
Okay.
How's your
scope them out.
feeding situation?
It is not dire, but it is a little dear currently.
And what
Little dear.
happens
Sorry,
when...
my brain just caught up with what you guys are laughing at. It's a little deer off eating.
Snap.
It's
That's a big deal.
unfortunate. You know,
It's
that
not
is something that we...
ideal.
Oh my god. That is something that we can provide.
Well, we are in talks with Gorban, currently trying to figure out a deal with him, and also to figure out exactly what has gone wrong. He's very incentivized to figure out what exactly happened to that night. I actually, interestingly, and I hope you don't mind me sidetracking the conversation for a moment. Have any of you heard of any previous incidents since the initial night?
Since the initial night, I've heard that there's been violence, as I sort of expected.
Yes, but I mean, has
nothing.
anyone?
No bursting into flames. No drama.
We are.
You're
People are
certainly welcome to
cautious,
try.
though.
Yes, well, we are starting to wonder the cause or the instigation. We with no incident since, or heard of at least.
We have a few inroads that we're investigating as well. Like we said, we've got some aspirations for the city, and absolutely trying to figure out that is quite important to us.
With the fracturing of the territories in the city, it's hard to get an accurate picture of exactly what happened and exactly what's been happening since. It's hard to venture out from territories. You have to talk to everyone to even get a few steps away from what you've claimed. I worry that without any form of collaboration, we're not going to get anywhere. Which is why I've been speaking to Gorban. It's why I was happy to speak to you as well.
Absolutely. Well, I don't imagine you've heard much from Cale Caton.
I don't believe I recognize the name. Is he?
Figures Gorban wouldn't
Previously
have told you.
A prospective Malkavian primogen.
Oh.
So
Well,
at
I'm
least
not
someone with influence.
originally from the city, so you'll have to forgive my ignorance of notable members of the city.
We have an agreement that means the people who are interested in diplomacy and collaborating on the future of this city can all get together for a friendly chat. We have a place at that table. And as we've done with several other people, we'd like to offer you representation.
That is very kind, and I'm very happy to accept said invitation.
I think you're mistaken. We are in charge of the invitations.
And I feel like we're going to need some concessions if we're going to fully extend that invitation to you, either via us or your own spot at the table. Obviously, diplomacy is important to you.
Of course.
And granted, your safety and the safety of the front, it would be of the utmost importance to us as well. I believe your goals align with ours. We don't necessarily want you to expand out of your territory. We simply want to join each other. Free borders and the ability to feed safely, and numbers for us.
Some sort of mutual assistance pact at the very least.
You won't be asked to do much. Simply provide information and, well, we will exchange information freely since we would be one group. And we would provide each other safety. We do have a few very strong members in our group who are definitely better for frontline work if it ever came to that.
Intriguing. Well, I am willing to take it as an offer, as long as you do not require me to respond immediately. I think myself and the members of my cadre would like to see how the meeting plays out before acquiescing to any individual agreements or alliances.
How about something intermediary then? I'm
For
going to need
example,
assurances that, and I'm sure you're a very honourable person, but I have literally just met you, and likewise you to me.
Indeed.
So promises good, proof better.
what would you be asking for in this case?
I think what would be nice is, do you have anyone with expertise breaking into a place?
Give Chibi a moment. We do have one. I would not call them an expert, but they are well versed in more criminal dealings.
What kind?
More breaking and entering than unlocking and entering, as it were. But if you need something snatched and grabbed, they are very proficient.
Okay.
Incidentally, Tess, you hear a crunch off to your, in front of you and to your right, your periphery.
I glance over.
It's Clay's there. Just got a breadstick in his hand, like chomping down.
I look at my bag.
You have no breadsticks in your bag.
I stomp over to Clay.
Where are you going?
I am walking very, very fast over to Clay.
It depends what the others want to do.
Second. I am following.
I'm
Mac moves into position.
grabbing her a little bit, like whoa.
I am fighting my way over to Clay. Like
Chrys,
there is.
would you like to restrain her, or are you just grabbing and following?
I feel like I have one of her arms, but she's really stomping there. I'm not
if you want,
tugging at her, but I'm
Okay.
like, think about this for a second, kind of thing.
trying to slow her down momentarily to
Like,
try
what
and
are you
talk
doing?
sense.
I'm
Okay.
not sure where she's going, but it's like obviously Clay's direction.
I am walking right up to Clay.
Can I help you?
And I snatch the fucking breadstick out of his hand. If I can.
That will be dexterity brawl.
No.
Which neither of which are very good. But
I imagine that street game when you got a vendor with an ice cream on a stick, you know, and they're like playing with the ice cream and the cone and they're like turning it upside down and never mind. I'll find the
Yup.
video, but Josh gets it. Yeah.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's
I had someone do
fucking-
it to me, and it fucking
God,
sucks.
no. Fucking reroll.
My
that.
ice cream, you dickhead.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it just one?
Uh,
I think.
yes, it would
Yeah.
just be one.
Yeah. Okay.
One
It
success.
was a 1.
And Clay rolls.
50 dice.
Oh, okay. Did that not go through? Oh, there it is.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Wow.
Are you fucking
Oh.
kidding me?
Fuck! Are you serious?
That is a 9 successes. So you go out to grab it, and the breadstick does not move from his mouth, but your hand goes straight through it.
Give me back the breadstick, Clay.
I'm afraid these are my breadsticks. Found them myself.
This is not neutral.
This
What are
is.
you doing?
I have
They
no
were in my
idea
bag.
what you are talking about.
They were in my bag.
Oh my god.
If they were in your
Look.
bag, I think someone would have seen me take them.
I'm Clay. Give her back the breadsticks.
Mr. Banks,
I
lovely
am
to see you.
going to compel him to give her back the breadsticks.
Okay.
And I think it's intelligence resolve for him.
Compel, is that... That's not the one word command, is it? Or it's like a simple
it's
command?
it's the simple. Yeah, it's the level 1 dominate.
So it would be probably like drop, would be, so.
Yeah, something like that. Oh no, I don't want to say drop it
It's
because
no
that'll
longer
then
than a
not-
short sentence.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't think
yeah,
it has to be
yeah.
one word. It's just a single command.
Yeah, a single
Yeah.
simple command, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give her back the breadsticks is what I say.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
use,
acceptable.
Use
I
compel.
cannot believe this bitch. I hate him so much. Ah!
I did. There we go. 4 successes.
What is his dice pool?
Intelligence resolve.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry, I have the page open.
Let's hope he's thick as shit.
I mean, he could be real
Watching
smart.
have like 20.
Oh, come on.
That guy is not that smart.
Of course. Apologies. Holds out the breadstick.
Stash the fucking breadsticks.
One.
One breadstick. Did you eat the rest of them?
It's like half gone, so there's about
Tear off the tiny bit of the.
there's about maybe like
Throw it at
a
him.
quarter left then.
Eat it.
Clay,
Yes.
I know your game. So,
Blackjack. Love it.
I'm going to shout over to Roman. Roman, do you mind if I dismiss the third party? Being antagonistic.
I think we're done here anyway, so I think we've made good progress for now. I will consider your words, and if you could send us a messenger when you know when and where the meeting is, we will be happy to turn up. If not, I'll take that as a different message. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to working with you in the future, hopefully. Now, if you may excuse myself and Mr. Mouse, we will be going. And he kind of does a little bow.
To be clear, we've made no agreements tonight. Is that what you're taking away from this?
So far, no.
Just want to be crystal fucking clear.
And they walk off.
Before anyone goes too far, while the meeting was taking place, can I sense the unseen on it?
Sure. You don't see anything out
Fine,
of the ordinary.
that's all. It's just to see if anything was unseeable otherwise.
So, for those of you taking notes and etc., Alistair Mouse. It's EIS for Alistair and MAUSS for Mouse.
Did you eat all the rest of these?
Oh, I was just chewing on a breadstick. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Chewing on them.
A breadstick. I just bought one. I like something to keep me occupied while I'm watching a meeting.
You do not have any sense of manners or decency.
I knew there was something I liked about myself.
Clay.
Well,
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Clay,
yes.
if I wanted to employ your services, how would I reach you?
Leave word at the Carrions.
Throw a breadstick down an alley.
Probably.
I wouldn't just pick up any breadstick.
Oh, yeah, just one out of somebody's purse.
No idea what you're talking about.
No idea what you're talking. Fuck, I hate you, Clay. I don't even like the fact. You know what? If he were any other person, knowing the fact that you could eat food would be cool.
I can't eat food.
Oh, okay. And I'll take the last, like, eighth of this breadstick. I'll be like, please. Go ahead, eat this.
All right.
Just eat it, you know?
I'll have to throw it up later, but sure.
So why were you eating it?
I was just chewing on it.
But why?
Occupy myself. It's kind of boring
Eat.
just sitting here waiting for the...
Clay.
Gum!
What do you want? Why are you here?
I was hired to look after a meeting and make sure nothing went wrong.
Hired by whom? Because
Then
it
you
doesn't seem like
fucking
you were hired by
failed.
them.
Yes, of course I was. They came and approached me and asked me...
I'm gonna incite that.
Okay.
Three.
Unless you'd like to reroll?
How many can I reroll? Two?
2, yeah.
Yeah, I'll reroll 2.
It doesn't look like that's a crit. No, just 1.
Ooh,
I like
5.
I like how all of Vandy's rerolls are emotional, where it's like this may not be that important. It's important to me, damn it.
It is.
Um,
Okay. Took my fucking breadsticks.
Seems to you like he's telling the truth, as far as you can, and you're looking at him like pretty suspiciously. So, yeah. What's his name? Yeah. Roman left word with someone at the Carrion, just that he wanted me to look after a meeting, make sure everything went off without violence or any kind of problems.
What is it about you? How does anyone ever trust you.
I have no idea what you mean. I am honest and trustworthy and
Try and say that without a smile.
It's my natural face. I've got a resting smirk face. It's very personal. Shouldn't bring it up. Rude.
I really want to hit him.
I really
But
want
I
to hit
know
him
it's
too.
not
Oh
gonna
fuck! I
do
want to beat the
anything.
shit out of him. Oh god! I actually want to beat the living fucking shit out of him.
Oh my god. Okay. Can I? No, it doesn't. No, okay, no, it won't do any good against him. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
I'm going to turn on my heel and literally just walk away.
Good night, Miss Tess. Have a good one. Bon appetit.
Buy your own breadsticks next time, Chloe.
Would you like to
I'm
roll?
lunging at him! I'm lunging
You're
at
okay,
him!
you're not even gonna... I was gonna
I'm
ask...
turning again and just like...
I'll ask if you'd like to roll a frenzy, although you can just ride the wave, as it were. And
Yeah, I'm gonna... No,
I'm gonna punch
I know
him as
when
well.
I'm frenzied. That's pushing the button.
No, I know that she's about to. As soon as he said "Bon," I'm like, she's gonna punch him. I'm gonna try and punch him as well.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. And I actually, you know what? Fuck it. I want to use potence too. Or lethal body.
Lethal body? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, just have the claws kind of come out and just...
So, it's not claws, it's just kind
Or-
of like a
You get
strengthening
your
of
long
the-
nails out.
yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
could have claws as well from the
Manicure.
nails, yeah.
The manicure grows out a bit. Like...
So the potence does more damage when you hit. So it doesn't
Okay.
give you bonus to your hitting. Just FYI.
It doesn't give me... Wait. Oh, it does more damage. It doesn't
Yeah.
make me more likely to hit. Okay, yeah.
So that will be strength roll from both of you.
Fuck.
Cass is coming in from his right. Tess is coming in from his left. And he slips in between you and is on the other side behind you before you... Like, you kept your eyes on him. He wasn't not there until he wasn't there. Is the best way you can describe it. Suddenly he's on the other side of you. Now that is very, very childish. I don't see that there's any reason to resort to violence.
I don't know how Chrys is wanting to react to this. How is she the voice of reason right now?
And like, yeah, he's standing kind of shoulder to shoulder with Chrys.
Oh my god. You just need to go.
I'm perfectly
You just
happy
need
to
to
go.
go. Okay, bye. Oh,
Well,
and you guys,
it's lovely seeing you all again.
goodbye. Okay, just go.
And he starts walking off, whistling.
Faster. What was that?
You know what he whistles?
Massive
I
fucking
hate
troll.
him
Wow.
so much.
He's that- Oh my god.
So the reason Mac doesn't come to help is he's chatting with Selena at the moment.
What?
We can
Well,
catch up
I
whenever
mean,
like.
you know, you would have seen like them talking, and it wasn't too anything, and then they both took a swing. He disappeared, appeared by Chrys, and then wandered off whistling. So
You want to hire him and then you try and punch him? Just, he's aggravating. I know.
You know what? I'm just gonna there's any meetings with Clay, I'm just
Yes.
going to sit out.
You need to punch something.
I'm gonna punch the wall that he
Mhm.
was just sitting at. Yeah, that was my next move here.
Yeah.
Out of frustration.
So you punch the wall. I'll go off your strength brawl unless you'd like to roll 2 dice again.
It's probably I'd almost like just follow.
It's
through
kind of
with
like
that
a
or whatever.
thunk and like a little bit of blood, like the knuckles crack
Mhm.
open a little bit, like some.
Maybe we
Ah!
need to hire people, not Clay, if
Yeah.
we have more meetings. So who we need to see who's coming to this one with the old guard later. If it's Clay again,
Oh my god.
maybe
If-
we should check.
If
It's
it's
Clay
fucking
again.
Clay,
I will not be there. I will take Mac's spot and not be around. How's that?
Probably a good idea.
Good. Great. I'm gonna
Ooh.
go and not be where he's been because it is.
I
And
am going to. I know that there's not many animals around, but can I see like a pigeon or a rat or something?
Oh really?
This city is the fucking worst. What kind of city doesn't have a fucking pigeon around?
One that
where-
is starved and everyone's been living off birds and
Pigeons are
rats for like the past week and a half or so.
It's very clean, okay? Nobody likes bird poop.
Hey, but can we just all appreciate that you guys took something to eat? Because otherwise that could have gone a lot worse.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So while the meeting was happening, I was hoping to get a little chat in with Celine.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink. One sec.
sure.
Hey, Celine, look. I got a couple
Yes.
questions for you if you don't mind about Winnie.
Shoot.
Right, well, see, he was looking after a kid recently, right? I don't know how he was connected to him, but the two of them used to go out at night, right?
Okay.
I never thought to ask what they did. It was Winnie's business, but now Winnie's gone. The kid's gone missing. You know Winnie better than I do, maybe. So, what do you think he might have been doing?
Probably the same thing he did when we worked with him, I would imagine.
I need to know what that is for the kid.
Sure, yeah. It's no big secret. Disinformation, rooting out Inquisition agents, either
Right.
misleading them, giving them misinformation to lead them away from certain areas, and especially the city recently. And before that, London, certain areas of London.
Right, okay.
And yeah, if they can't be duped or misled, then wet works.
Okay. Look, if you don't mind sometime, I'd like to drop by and just have a little bit of more of a talk about the stuff Winnie used to do, just...
Sure. I mean,
Alright.
I can only answer as to that part of his work. I don't know. You know, it
No.
was a business. He was a nice man, but
Yeah, he was.
aside from working with him, he wasn't very You know what? He always seemed forthcoming, but then you realise that he never really told you anything.
True.
And it's
Okay, well, that's... I have a feeling that'll be useful still. If you get any ideas on where he might... Where would he do this information? Will he go around the Nosferatu, or is this like a go around and giving info to humans? What's the...
he definitely had a lot of contacts in the Nosferatu. They're always important to maintain a relationship with, as they generally hold a lot of the information you need.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he had some contacts among the kind as well, with which he could either get information from or disseminate information with.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more question for you.
Sure.
If he was doing that work to keep the Inquisition away from here, right?
Yes.
He's not around anymore. What do you think's gonna happen?
He always did a good job. I think as long as things don't get too violent or obvious, we should be fine for a while, I hope. But I haven't done any of that type of work for a couple of years now, so...
Would you be able to if we needed?
I mean, I was always in the wet works part of it myself. I assume that's what Winnie was using your friend for.
I hope so, but I don't know. So, if it turns out that there's a little bit of a void in Winnie's occupation and this place gets into a bit of trouble, then maybe you could show me the ropes.
Sure. I mean, what's really needed now is a network of information among the kind and re-establishing of... I mean, if we're looking to form what was once there.
Yeah.
I'd heard you organised a meeting for a lot of the heads.
I want to ask you about this. Look, I know you've come under our umbrella recently, right? But you and Winnie go back. You know a few things, and I think this place could do with some experience. So, would you like to be at the table?
Representing ourselves or representing you?
You could accompany us. You could be yourself. Doesn't matter to me.
We're not really interested in anything past our own skins.
That's fair, but...
And I'm not very much with the diplomacy or bartering or anything like that. It's just not really me. I don't really like to talk if I can avoid it.
Yeah, okay, that's understandable, but... Look, if you get any feelings, look, we'll go to this meeting, but maybe you and Cass can have a little bit of a talk first. I have an impression he's going to be doing most of the mouth work there for us, so...
Well, Cassius seems like a very good face to put on things. However, I don't know him that well, but I don't think he's particularly with the working in the shadows and...
Yeah.
What you really need, and if I was to assist you with this, which I have been in retirement for a little while, but I am perfectly happy to jump back in. I have my debts I need to pay to them anyway. If you were able to find out any information and point me in the direction, I am perfectly happy to bash down a house or two.
Okay. That's good to know. But,
for the information side, I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
Don't worry. That's on us. Look, thank you for your time, and, yeah.
Well,
we'll talk again soon.
Sure. Aside from attempting to lay a smackdown, everything appears to have gone and concluded. So
yeah, I know, kids, eh? You leave them alone for 5 minutes if one's trying to punch each other.
It comes with experience rather than age, the ability to control yourself.
Right, okay. I get that. Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
I'm gonna head back to Kaber. He's probably waiting for me.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
Stroll back to the group as they start leaving. So, how'd it go?
Tess is bleeding from the knuckles and fuming a little bit. Cassius is clenching his fists and frustrated. And Chrys has a put-upon look on her face.
Mixed.
Mixed? Looks like-
overall, badly. First off, Clay is on.
Clay?
The fucking worst.
He's not allowed in our territory anymore. Let's just say that, and we should let him know.
Okay, that's
Blacklist him.
good to set boundaries.
Okay.
How about with Roman then? Is he working for us? Are we in charge?
No, there's
okay.
something weird going on with him, but basically it was a fucking pointless meeting because he's just.
Yeah, did you see that?
Would you like to?
Glazed.
Would you like to head back to the
Yeah.
your haven before you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
going into that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we'll say that you kind of like discuss vaguely what's happened. So you catch Mac up on the everything,
Yeah.
the breadsticks, etc. And
Fucking breadsticks.
then you get down into the basement and you start to discuss in more detail.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something weird about him, right?
The whole glazed thing.
Blaze like what?
So, Chris, what you specifically got was that there was no calculation or no consideration going on in his posture, in his eyes. You know, he wasn't thinking like, oh, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? It was like he was waiting for something, and then he spoke to Mouse, and then he had an answer for you. So,
Would I need to do a test to put 2 and 2 together there? Because I don't want to meta it. but-
honest-
Yeah, it's like I can do that. I'm trying to think
Yeah,
how Chris would
yeah.
phrase it.
honestly, from Chris's role,
Description.
you would definitely get the impression that he is not a leader, and he is, in fact, maybe, oh, let's call it what it is. He's a frontman.
That's what I was kind of assuming throughout. That's why I was staring at Mouse a little bit. And I was
Double
kind of like,
meanings, guys. They're fun.
double meanings.
Right.
Upfront.
Man, good. No earpiece or anything like that?
I mean, he deferred to Mouse, seemingly. Oh, like,
I can't believe a guy called Mouse just walked all over you.
Don't.
Well, not you in particular, Chris, just,
You get the feeling, incidentally, and you won't need to roll for this part because it's pretty obvious. The second that Tess went at Clay was the second that they were like, we can't work with these people. Like even if Roman isn't the actual leader, like, it's very clear that they were like, we can't work with these people like this. Before that, they were open to it at the very least.
Clay was a test.
I don't know if it's a test. It makes sense to have a third party, right? But we really do need to make sure he's not going to be there later.
If we want the front to join us, we're going to have to take out Mouse. Whatever that means. Physically, diplomatically, we're not going to be able to do that without the support of his crew.
Are we in danger from them?
Cassius.
Entirely possible.
Anyone else who feels like they might know about something about this may roll. Cassius, roll me intelligence and politics, please.
Intelligence and politics.
Mhm.
Okay.
About like power dynamics in groups or what?
This is for the city specifically, but also Kindred in general.
2.
If you'd like to, you can reroll one.
Yeah, I think I will. I'll reroll 1.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. I'll give you the difficulty for this is a little lower, just purely because this is in Winnie's area of influence, and you were here before. Over the history of the city, there was initially and an ongoing dispute between the Anarchs and the Camarilla about the waterfront on both sides of the bridges, like where the Carrion are and where Elysium is even, and where the front currently reside. The Anarchs always kind of wanted that territory. It gives them a foothold on the other side of the river. And that's actually the reason why Elysium was put where it was, is because it's kind of a middle finger to the Anarchs, being like, this is our territory, you're not gonna hustle in. Speaking... Okay, to give you a little additional...
No, it's
okay,
fine.
okay.
I'll just say, I don't know who it was, but there were... Obviously, both sects wanted the waterfront. Obviously, there was a turf war, but maybe he was the reason? Maybe it was something to do with Mouse? I don't know.
You never heard of a mouse?
Well, that's the way it always is, isn't it?
Yep.
Until they've fucking bitten a hole through your flour bag or whatever.
You can probably guess that he's, like, given the hiding of the face and, like, from what you saw of his visage, you can guess Nosferatu for Mouse, like, reasonably easily. Which also lends the possibility that he will not remember you.
Oh.
But he'll remember me lunging at fucking Clay.
Right, so that's one meeting.
But
that
it
went
opens
badly.
possibilities. So I thought I should mention it.
So, we got another meeting coming up.
Yes, let's clear our heads. These people are Camarilla, so they will be much more open to diplomacy if they are following the rules. I mean, they will want to fuck us over, but who doesn't?
True, there's a long line of people that want to do that, I guess.
Are you gonna hide in the shadows again, Mac, or are you coming with us this time?
Nah, that was a bit dull. I'm gonna just stand there, with you guys.
I'll sit in the back with Conan.
You gonna be okay there, bud?
Spoke to Celine, too. She was nice.
Would you like to have run them through the details that she gave you?
I'll just pass on a few of the details about the Inquisition work and say that it's something I'm curious about.
Yeah, so basically Winnie, at basically as far as Celine knew, throughout Winnie's life, he's always been dealing with the Inquisition, the Second Inquisition, feeding misinformation and distractions as much as possible, and like misdirection. It's kept them out of the city, and every time an agent or whoever has actually come to the city, and before in London as well, he would deal with them. He'd get a group together. He used to work with Celine and Kaba to like take out specific cells of Inquisition, make them disappear, and then again misinformation, misdirection.
Curious. Sounds like fun.
Dangerous, but yeah.
Yeah, true. Better than just eating pizza on a Friday night, though. Gets, gets the blood going a little bit. Anyway, look, what's the plan for the next meeting? Sound like that one went like shit.
If Clay turns up, we ask the old guard if he can leave or die.
Wow. Boy, could I make characters, huh?
You need someone maybe emotionally detached. I can do that for you. Keep it cool, keep a level
we
head.
could ask if he can't be the only person for hire in the city. If we ask at Carrion, how long have we got?
No, we
I'll
don't
be the
need a third
intermediary.
party.
How about
They're
that?
in our group, though. They're
Yeah,
not going to
true.
accept that.
If any of you make a move on him, I'll kill you. Easy.
That's...
You just gotta be neutral. Simple.
Why don't we see if they have an intermediary first?
Yeah. We're not going to go and hire one. We don't need it.
We weren't expecting one with the front.
Don't be
So-
surprised.
I'm gonna go and stretch my legs for a little bit. Just walk around the building a couple
Oh,
times.
Cassius, I can actually give you this. It was the practice for an intermediary to be there when it's discussions between factions, which before the break, when the Camarilla and the Anarchs left, was always the Anarchs and the Camarilla. So, just FYI. It was never needed in between different meetings of different people in the Camarilla because same faction. So there was no neutral party.
So the front are probably ex-Anarchs.
Honestly, from the insight and the etc., then yes, it's very likely they're actually Anarchs. Which, again, you do remember that the Roman guy was from a different area that was like a princedom working under another prince and only recently turned up.
Okay. Well, let's ignore the front until we have a plan to deal with them. Yes, the old guard.
I think we probably have enough time to get there and do the meeting before the end
Yeah.
of the show. If
Mhm.
you, I don't. It depends on you guys how long you want to talk for. It may run over the hour, the 10 p.m.
We got
or-
15 minutes. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Hey, Peachy Raid.
Picture red.
What's up?
So, in the interest of allowing you as much time as possible to talk, we can head there immediately and set up where everyone wants to be. And I can tell you that there is no sign of a third party as you arrive. There is, however, two people. It seems to be Cyril and Xiomara.
Okay.
Good evening.
Who is going to talk to them?
Us three and then Tessa's chilling with Conan. Is that what
I'm
we
chilling
did?
with Conan, yeah. I'm pouting.
I'll wave and say hello.
Hey,
Not
how you doing?
convinced that Cass isn't gonna try and punch someone again.
Greetings.
Yes.
It's good to see you again. Yeah, so Cyril, if you remember, suit, sunglasses, and Xiomara, dark skin, bald, nose ring with a chain that goes
With the
up
chain
to
to the ear, yeah.
earrings up that way. They're also dressed as slightly more like it's not really English. Like the clothes are a little bit not exotic, but you know what I mean. Like let's say alien for the choice of words there.
It's not day wear.
Not day wear, and it's not UK wear either. It's not something.
Like it's too many layers. It's
Yeah.
too hot, or it's like okay.
Stuff that you can only buy on eBay.
Yeah.
And their accents. I'm not gonna go too accenty for them because they do speak very good English but there is a hint of Eastern European, like that type of area, or maybe German. You're not sure.
So, where are we doing this?
One more thing, sorry.
Far away.
Who's meeting? It's everyone but Tess, right?
Everyone, yeah. Tess is back.
Roll
I'll
me
be
a
kind of like hidden over. Yeah.
roll me a wits insight, and this is a very high. I will tell you ahead of time, just in case you want to re-roll. This is a very high difficulty because it's very, very subtle.
For me?
For everyone meeting the.
And I'm not doing
Oh,
a lie
okay.
detection. This is something
this
else.
is not lie detection. This is something else.
I'm gonna rouse check to get an extra dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 3 rerolls.
Well, you're gonna do a re-roll with 3 dice.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's 5
okay.
successes.
So I got 5.
Ugh.
You can reroll for 1 dice.
No, that's no.
Chrys, did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled it first.
I don't see it.
It's just after
I
Cassius.
think that's 6, including the 10.
So I had.
Look.
It hasn't turned up for me.
Oh, it's 4 with the crit in the normal pool, and then 1 hunger success.
Oh, sorry, I do see that. That's before max.
Yeah.
For me. So 5 successes. Okay. And then Cassius got 1, and Mac got
4 with a reroll of an extra 1, 5.
5. Carry on.
So, where are we doing this?
Sorry, also just before that, can I add heightened senses to me standing kind of further back so I can just keep an eye out?
What would you like your heightened senses on?
Hearing.
Just hearing?
Well, can I add more?
Yeah, you can do hearing, smell, sight.
Hearing, sight, smell.
Okay. If there's anything extreme, like a flash of light or a loud sound, you will be affected by that. But for now, there's nothing too much. Are you looking around, or are you focusing on the people, like around them?
I'm kind of doing, like, I'm looking at them and the situation, and I'm just kind of keeping an eye out at any other points.
Okay.
Like entry points.
In that case, roll me a wits insight.
Streetwise? Oh.
Wits insight.
What's insight?
The difficulty will be lowered slightly for you because you are using heightened senses.
Do I add anything to that then?
No, it's just it won't be quite as high as it was for these guys, which was pretty high.
Oh, sweet.
Fascinating. Okay. That wasn't a crit, was it? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. You notice as you're looking at Cyril, because you met him before, right?
Yeah. I met him the first time.
His features, like, very, very subtly don't look exactly the same as the features you saw last time. Like, his chin is a little more square than before, and it's only because you got heightened senses that you can really pick up on this. Like, you know, like, it increases your sight and improves your perception of things. Yeah, his jawline is a bit more square. Mm-hmm. His like cheekbones are a bit more prominent than they were before. The set of his mouth is a little different. His nose is very slightly smaller than it was last time. He's got very bland features, and he's wearing sunglasses, so you can't see his eyes, and you know.
I'm gonna text Chrys because more than likely she still has her phone on loud.
No, she did actually put it. Yeah, she that was actually
okay,
said
I'll text
earlier.
the group then.
Okay.
And I'll just do something. I'll say something like, "That doesn't, like, he looks off. I'm not sure if that's actually him."
I assume
we all look at our phones.
They wouldn't have their phone on.
I would assume everyone would be on silent.
Yeah, I didn't want to disturb the meeting.
But if you would like to roll to see if you forget, you could, aside from Chrys, who was forcibly reminded.
I'd be on silent vibrate most of the time.
Yeah.
That would be how I work.
This is a meeting that's supposed to be focusing on that, so...
Okay.
Do I roll a test to see if I notice vibrate? Happy to.
No, you can notice vibrate, sure.
Okay.
I notice that my phone vibrates, but I ignore it and I just go on with the introductions. I say, "Here's the blah 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 blah. Hi, it's good to see you again. So I take it you're very interested in representing the ways of the Camarilla. How's that been going for you?"
But most people are very accepting of of our position. I understand most people in this area were associated with the Camarilla. So, yes, it has been good. We're not looking to force or expand, just persuade and talk.
Oh, excellent. Well, we are here to talk. Is there anything you'd specifically like to talk about? Obviously, we'd like to make an agreement to ensure the safety of our borders and probably yours as well.
Oh, yes, we have no interest in expanding in your direction. We are happy with what we have, and if there is unclaimed territory, we are happy to expand out, but we will not force it. More, we are looking to just meet everyone and make sure that everyone is on board with.
I happen to be a relative fan of the laws of the Camarilla, so I think we ought to get along famously.
Wonderful.
So, I think we can help you. You want to meet everyone. We know quite a lot of people, and we are basically holding the keys to a meeting right now.
Oh. I did hear a rumor that there was an attempt to organize something a few days after the incident.
It has been a little bit of a rocky road from there to here, but yeah, that's still happening. And I think that's a bargaining chip for us. We'd like to join forces with our nearest neighbors to ensure that we all stay safe.
Of course.
And we're pretty good at negotiating. We like to think, at the very least.
Okay.
Don't look like that.
Well, if you have any need of a show of force, we would be happy to back you up if your territories are threatened. And this meeting sounds interesting. If the important people show up, we would be very happy to lend our presence.
Excellent. I'm thinking a more unified Flint Bridge presence at that meeting.
We are not looking to ally yet, until we have spoken with everyone and we have gotten a proper lay of everything. These times are too uncertain.
Okay.
But in theory, yes, we would be open to discussion and conversation. We, of course, can bring a heavy fighting force if needed.
Really?
We have numbers and we have strength.
That's very convenient. Well, in that case, I think obviously we don't want to commit to anything particularly drastic tonight. How does simple continued respect of people's borders and a promise of a meeting in the future, we think just look to the others like show of force might come in handy soon?
Of course, and mutual assistance if needed.
It's inevitable.
Within acceptable limitations and open to discussion.
Yeah.
Nothing in concrete, but a gentleman's agreement.
Okay. Are there any problems that you're having that we could help you with?
No, we have kept our our borders and our territory very much in an iron grip.
Good. Okay. Well, in that case, is there a place that we can send a message to organize a meeting along this road?
Yes, we will keep one of our number looking to the road in case you need to contact us.
Oh. That sounds promising.
Agreed.
What does
Before we
everyone else
go,
think?
what do you know about Roman?
The Romans? Not much.
No. A Roman. He's our neighbor.
A Roman. A specific type of Roman, or
Mr. Roman. New to town, apparently.
Mr. Roman? I have not
They're
heard that
on.
name.
They're on
About it.
Roman.
Or a Mr.
They're on
Mouse.
Roman. I'm afraid I have not heard of him.
Right.
Very well.
Helpful. Cass, Tess said something to me in, like young person talk. What do you think of that? Just hand him the text message.
Oh, we must go.
I don't understand emojis.
It was nice to talk to you. If you send people to talk to us, please do not come with phones or anything along those lines. Thank you. Goodbye. And they turn and leave.
I am gonna read it and then we'll put the phones away. Would you mind staying 1 second?
If you gather your phones up and take them away, then yes. And in future meetings, no electronics, please.
Sensible.
Sure.
So
Kindle.
one of you's gonna have to collect up your phones and take them and go away, basically.
I do it. I collect the others' phones. and I give them
It
to
seems really
Tess.
sketchy.
Yeah. Tess. In fact, I'm gonna give the bag of phones to Conan.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, and he can take them in his mouth to test.
Good boy.
Tess, come back with us. I didn't catch that, so maybe you could take a closer look.
Are you writing that on one of the phones or messaging?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna on my way over write it on the phone, hand it over,
Okay.
put it in the bag. Give it to
You
Conan.
can probably slot it outside of the bag so it's visible to Tess when Conan
Yeah.
comes up with it.
What's the deal with phones then? Just while Cass is walking away. I mean, they're practical, right?
It is best to stay away from any electronics. It is dangerous.
Really?
Mm.
I've heard they're bad for your brains. Some, read a thing on the internet once.
A different kind
Oh,
of
okay.
dangerous. It attracts unwanted attention and it is not secure.
Well, that's true.
If you are unsure of how true that is, ask London.
Also true.
Tess, you would have got the Conan and the phone, so.
All right. Once I see the phone, I'll just kind of pat Conan and kind of take a route around so it looks like I'm coming down the road where they were coming from.
Yeah.
Where we all were. And I'll just kind of run up and be like, I'm so sorry I'm late. That meeting ran way too long. Did I miss anything? Hi. It's good to see you again.
Tess, now that you're close up, you smell the distinct, because you haven't turned off the heightened senses, you smell a horrific smell of rotting flesh.
Oh.
It does not affect you to the point where you know you're gonna be wretched or anything like that, but just so you know, it is woof. Bad.
Sorry, wow. Ran pretty fast to get here. Did I miss anything, Cass?
We had agreed on mutual boundaries, and I promised to talk again.
Yes.
And I...
You had an additional question, though, before we left.
Yes. I was wondering, and I turned to No, I don't ask Xiomara. I was going to say I turned to Xiomara.
She has been standing there, straight-faced.
Straight-faced. You know what? Oh no, that's a really bad idea.
Do it. We need more bad ideas.
God damn it. No.
It's a bunch of
no,
clay
it's-
idea.
I have a little bit of problem with people spelling my name correctly. Mr. Cyril, sorry, I don't know your surname. Do you mind writing it down? Cassius Banks.
Of course. I do not have anything to
please.
write. Ah.
And I'll take one out of my purse.
And he writes down Cassius Banks. Right there.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It's very convenient.
Is that what you required?
That's answered my question. Obviously you're new to this meeting, Tess. Was there anything you wanted to ask?
Can I roll anything that would help me figure out why it smells like rotten flesh? Like
He smells like rotting flesh.
Yeah, but like why? Would I know anything in my background?
Oh, no, I would say no.
Fuck, okay.
I'm worried about Josh. He looks like he's panicking.
Yeah. Just like, listen, have we agreed to anything yet? I just, I wasn't here
Just
for
friends.
any of this. So we're
Friends.
just amicable for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Respect
think we should
boundaries.
we're keeping the borders.
I will tell you
thing.
what. Seeing as you have enhanced vision, this will be a very difficult test. Because
Okay.
it will be very difficult to notice. Everyone may roll wits awareness. There will be a slight decrease in difficulty for tests, but it will be very, very hard.
I'm also going to rouse.
That is perfectly acceptable, yes. You get hungrier.
So I get hungrier. That's okay. And
You can take
wits-
one dice for the rouse.
wits
Ugh.
awareness. Okay.
Wits
Um,
awareness.
Yeah.
Rerolls are possible, guys, if you'd like to. Although, Cass, you can get
One dice.
Okay, 4 for me.
4 for you, okay? You
I'm
can
gonna
reroll 3. You can, if you get a 10 and a crit and some good successes,
And all of your dice.
all of your dice are successes. And
So can I re-roll
Three.
3 then?
3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's an extra 1. So 3.
We
Total?
all got 3 successes, I think.
Yep.
I
Fuck.
got 4 after my reroll, but
You did.
that's probably
Okay.
not enough.
You can smell the. You know what? Just purely because you did notice the thing earlier, you are concentrating on the guy. You see a flicker in your periphery around the girl, but you've no idea what it was. It was like a flash of shadow or something.
Yeah. Given what Tess said, if I were to sense the unseen on them, just to see if anything unusual is going on.
There is nothing there.
As
Since the
in-
unseen isn't roused, is it?
And no,
Okay, cool.
no. So it's not like I don't see anything unusual. It's not
It
like they
is-
disappear.
No, they're there.
They're there. Okay, fine.
And nothing else appears that you can see, nothing different or...
Yeah.
I am. I can't remember what we said when we first met. Because I'm trying to. My intention is to ask him about something I said when we first met,
Sure.
and
Would you like to say, like, in regards to this, like, it doesn't, we don't have to go, like, say
Well,
exactly because, the details of
think-
conversations can slip. from us as players and GM, because I can't remember exactly either. So we can say, just roll me intelligence resolve to like word it in such a way that you could trap him into a, you know, like if he wasn't there, he wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to check if it's the exact same guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, intelligence resolve, you say?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can it be charisma?
It cannot.
Oh,
wait,
what do
have
I
I even-
say?
I will allow.
Have I
wits
even mentioned my
resolve.
name yet? I haven't mentioned my name yet coming into the conversation.
He Cassius did call you Tess.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
Okay.
There was a line that I wrote in the notes. Without him, who knows what the sea would have fallen to? Which is what they said of Winnie's deeds and heroism.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Notes, guys. This is where you take notes.
yeah.
I take notes.
So I say something along the lines of, "Do you have anything to say to the person we represent?"
Roll me intelligence resolve,
Yeah.
or wits resolve.
Oh no! Come on, I'm willpowering that.
Okay.
It's 2 dice.
I believe.
Oh, I got nothing. Got 2.
As I said last time, without him, the city would have fallen. Much of my respect goes to him. It wasn't a massive difficulty thing, so you know, you got your answer, is what I can tell you.
Yeah. I guess.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or not.
Yeah. Okay. We will meet again.
Clicks his heels, nods. I look forward to our next meeting.
Me too.
Good day.
We have lots to
Me three.
discuss. Farewell.
The rotting smell Tess leaves as he does.
Yep. I click for Conan to come to heal. I give everyone their phones back, and then on the way back, we are surrounded by bullshit. What is going on?
Oh, we're surrounded by so much rotting flesh. Did you
Really?
not smell
Is that what that was?
Oh.
I thought
Yeah.
someone had burnt a tire.
I thought that was me.
No,
Oh,
no,
Yeah,
no.
it wasn't noticeable to you guys. It's
okay.
because she had heightened senses that it was so.
Oh, it almost made me throw up my breadsticks.
I put a new shirt on, wasn't me?
You only had like 1.5 breadsticks.
So
I had
wait,
a few back at the. I had a few back at the house. Okay, God.
so wait.
I'm gonna try and punch Clay again. Keep going.
I'm gonna track Clay down and kick his
I
ass.
find him.
Hang on, are they like dead then? Like,
That
you know,
Cyril.
real?
That.
what's that all
Oh.
about?
I don't know.
There's some kindred that are cursed with like actually being corpses, but that could be anything.
Ew.
Right.
Could be anyone.
I will allow Tess, to save the like explanation. Tess, you explain to them how like his face looked a little bit different and
Wasn't the same. Yeah.
like the details of it.
So was that a different guy, or like did he change his
No,
face?
I asked him about the thing from the first meeting to try and make sure that he was the same guy, and it seems like he was.
Right.
But
It was
Either-
pretty generalized, though. I mean,
well, either he went through a whole bunch of plastic surgery, or that is a different kind of dead man.
Yep.
Maybe there's lots of the same guy. Just you know.
Can he be reanimated or something by someone? I don't know. She didn't say the whatever her name is. She didn't say anything.
Are
We in a
just
zombie
What if
surrounded
she
by
was like a
shits?
mouse guy?
Yeah,
The mouse is what? Oh my god.
I
this is
think
so confusing.
we should trust them when they say that they have a significant physical force to put to bear. So
Yeah,
let's
especially if they all smell like rotting flesh.
That
If
would
they
be
could just
very
make
distracting.
whatever they want out of the ground. I don't know what they can do.
Not a Nosferatu though. They sometimes smell like shit.
Well, that smelled
so that's
really
what that
fucking
was.
bad. That smelled like rotting flesh.
Hmm.
That
So,
I just want to say also, it's especially endearing currently how much the chat wants to help you out because they're like, help us out.
Yeah, we can't metagame this.
No,
like,
I know.
no.
All sorts of theories, but
Yeah.
afraid not.
It's just sweet.
to summarize from today, there's people on our left and people on our right, and both of them we just basically said hello to, and that's about it.
I was hoping for a lot more, but they're not interested. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
it seems like we're gonna have to organize this meeting, and then they'll be more open to it.
We don't have any pulling power right now. That's the problem. We ain't got any friends in high places.
I mean, that's two groups that you've, you know.
They don't care
Okay.
about who we are.
No.
Then they're not coming to the meeting.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You gotta make sure they want to go, though. You know, that they're not happy to sit back and watch their interests. You make the meeting about who claims stake to what territory, and maybe they'll, raise their head up a little bit. You make the meeting theme who owns what.
Well, I mean, yes. I'm sure. Well, I mean, it's Kale Caton's meeting, right? We don't get to set the agenda, but I'm sure that's basically what it is. It's going to be a basic set of rules for polite society to exist and not just completely devolve into chaos, right? That's what I'd do. So, honestly, I
cool.
think hiding the fact that you are a rotting corpse, if that's indeed what he is, or maybe he just smells like ass, in public, not
eat the
the
dead.
worst idea for the masquerade.
Just to put that out there into your thoughts, Cassius, because it's a consideration you might have.
Huh?
He might eat the dead.
You might eat the dead.
Mhm.
I don't say that. He seemed open to actual negotiations, whereas the front did not. So we've got potential friends down south. The front were.
If I mean the whole thing with Kale probably did not help. I'm not trying to, and he did steal
No, you're
breadsticks,
right.
but maybe that could have gone better.
I've got
You
an
know what we
idea.
can do? You know what we can do?
After
We
you.
can. Sure, sorry. We can figure out a way to work with the whatever they are, the
Old guard.
old guard, and then just take over the front. Just
Why don't I go speak to Elysium? I used to work for them. They probably still remember me if it's not the same guys how they heard of me. They may be
That's
more
cool.
receptive. There's only two
Receptive
guys
to-
there, but
To what? Being besties?
I don't know.
You know
Don't
what?
help them.
Everyone,
Yeah.
you all have things to do tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius,
We do.
you have a thing you want to do?
Yes.
Mac?
I think we should reconvene sometime later because nothing is going to happen tonight.
Well, true. Yeah, not right now, but it's on the to-do list, okay? I think we need to look for friends in places, but
So, yes, Cassius, you have a place you want to be. You saw a flyer a day or two ago. Mac, you have to do a patrol of the area. You want to make sure that no one's
True.
encroaching on the territory. Chrys, you and Tess might need a moment. I believe, Tess, you're heading up to work with your mum.
mm-hmm.
And Chrys, I believe you would like to go and talk to a certain group of Kindred tonight.
Okay, we can deal with the smelly folk later, but I have to go see my mom, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to get there too late because I want to paint. So
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's cool.
I could go say hi to the wilds if you're going past there, and like tell them about food and
Good idea.
stuff.
Yeah, it's on the way. You want to go see the wilds?
Yeah, I mean, but I've not met another gang before.
Remember,
That's
people,
not
invites,
all.
invites, all the invites. Mum's the
oh,
word,
Inviting
right?
anyone to anything. That's a
No,
decision.
yes, inviting, no inviting.
I'm not inviting my mom.
That's what the 5G's for, right? Yeah, not your mum.
I don't think the
Look.
wilds want $5 grand.
Where I'm
I think the wilds need to figure out what they are first before they can invite. But that's just
Okay, well, do some, some
Well-
soul searching with them.
I'll make some friends. Okay.
Go make friends. Sounds
I'm
nice.
not making any friends. If I see another kindred, they'd better shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Maybe you should stay away from people for a while.
I am going to go and sit in a dark room.
That's a good idea.
Well, have
You are in
fun
need of
with
some culture,
that.
Cassius.
Something actually coming. I will see you all later. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And you all split up and move off. Cassius, you send Conan obviously back to the.
He's got some bunny farming to do.
Yes. So, I think let's end things there for this session. And I am very curious how much some people are going to be shouting at me. And let's start off with that person who's probably going to shout the most, Tess. Vandy.
Rabble! Oh my goodness. I'm so mad. I hate Clay so much.
Yeah, he is a great character, isn't he?
What a piece of work. How have you simultaneously made two characters? One who is like everything I hate and one who is everything I love. I can't be your player anymore, Sheepy.
Yeah, you can. You
know
love
me
it.
too well. You know me too well.
Well,
No,
I
this
mean,
is-
you know, like, Clay is a character who is, you know, like, he's not aggressive. He's not. He's very good at his job as well. But if he wants to
Right.
piss someone off, he knows how to do it.
Oh god, I have to like. The thing is, like, when we were talking about building Tess, we were specifically speaking about how her composure would be lower because, like, she'd be good when she's in the right situation, but if somebody just pushes her buttons, she'll lose it.
Yeah.
And Clay has been that person who can push her buttons, and it is infuriating. But yeah, so
I'm sure Lamia knows how to push Tess's buttons too.
different buttons.
That's a different button.
Y'all are fucking lewd,
It's
okay?
true.
No, don't-
Ooh.
You're the one that took that suggestively.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
What? Okay, listen. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's
What are you
fine.
talking about? I'm innocent.
So, what do you
Uh-huh.
guys think about the front and the old guards? They're interesting, right?
Oh,
The old guards
They all got
are
fucking secrets, I'll tell you that.
annoying,
It's not
but the
ideal.
front
is
need
it?
to die.
Maybe. Depends.
Well, Mouse needs to die.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, Chris and Tash, what do you think of this episode? And yeah,
Well, it's very odd to me that Chris was the voice of reason there,
it was
because that is
weird.
not how she was built.
No, that was a reactionary, like, oh god, the people who are supposed to do the talking have both gone crazy. Let me be the voice of reason.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna go be the voice of reason alone
Mm-hmm.
and make some friends.
Oh yeah.
I have theories and thoughts, but Chris is just like, well, that's weird. But everyone's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not great. I think that we could definitely take over the front, but I think the old guard are gonna be we have to work with them probably.
They're probably a bit more of an unknown quantity as well.
Yeah. I think we could take out the leaders of the front if we needed to, but then we have to go to Garb and everyone else.
Maybe.
It's gonna be this freaking campaign. It's gonna be great.
Yep, it's getting interesting.
Sighing heavily.
Cassius and Josh, You may both speak as to your thoughts about this episode and both of the factions that you met properly this time.
Cass is mostly annoyed that everyone's so
Unwilling to commit.
close. Yeah, unwilling to commit. So he feels like he's got to take the place of the instigator now, which is dangerous. It's real dangerous.
Is he going to Clay? Is he taking on a bit of a Clay persona there?
No. No. Clay doesn't do anything. He doesn't instigate.
Clay never does anything.
No, he doesn't.
Both times, Tess attacked Clay. He did nothing.
Yeah. No. He did exactly what he wanted to do, which was piss people off.
But he did nothing.
So he did do something.
He did not, like, you know, it depends what pisses you off, and you know.
Maybe he took a breadstick.
No. That's a bullshit excuse. He definitely wanted that to happen.
I mean, there've been other people who've done annoying things. Like, why is it Clay specifically that you guys can't?
Because he took my fucking breadsticks, Sheepy. He took my fucking breadsticks.
Clay needs to die, and we're going to be the ones to do it. So, yep. That's in the cards.
Okay. And what about the old guard? How you feeling on them?
Old guard are just weird.
Yeah.
Like, I need to figure out their deal and then decide whether we want to, like, how we want to negotiate with them.
Oh yeah.
If everyone's gonna stick to their promises or not is very interesting.
And
Anyway.
yeah, and Mac and Hydra.
Let's preface this by saying that Clay's not entirely bad. He's actually maybe a kind of a cool guy who's just misunderstood. But
I
I will
Sheepy,
fly to
agree.
the UK to kick your ass.
blame Sheepy, not me, because I didn't
And then
get to
I will
choose
go
what
kick
happened
Sheepy's
today.
ass.
I didn't get to. I could have been painted very differently. It'll make sense on Wednesday. But from Mac's perspective today, very curious that other people got to be probably as frustrated as he was when he wasn't getting any progress with the case. Now it's like Cass and Tess just being pissed off that, like, no one cares who we are or wants to be friends particularly. Everyone's just like, meh, we'll defend each other, but that's about it.
I mean,
So-
you know, in this kind of situation, if you ally yourself with the wrong people, you get dragged into a fight. You get
Oh, totally.
You know,
But
it's
Mac could-
understandable to be frustrated, but you did get Gimlet, you did get Celine and Kaber. It's not terrible.
True. So Mac's been enjoying a little bit of that. And aside from that, it's been, you know what? He actually thinks that he's a fairly good negotiator because he's gone to speak to one guy on his own thus far and he came back with $5,000. So he's still pretty chuffed with himself right now.
He's doing pretty good.
He's gonna milk that for all it's worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's going to milk that. He's going to be like, well, I made a friend. It's not hard.
Incidentally, this is not in the extra episodes, but I will say that you start putting out feelers for a building in the area. See if you can rent something or buy
Yes.
something. Or...
Yeah, because we need a place to talk. that
Something
isn't in
cheap.
the middle of a fucking road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
4,900. Now we've had 2 takeaways
That's true.
because apparently,
Only
50
50
pounds for
pounds each
pizza.
time.
damn,
You know
It's
what?
fair
It's
enough.
fine. Okay, just these are
should have
That's
eaten the
like
kid.
those were like 25 quid breadsticks then that Clay
Pretty much,
found.
yeah.
That's
No wonder you were so
partially why
pissed
I'm
off.
pissed.
I was
Yeah.
like, £25 worth of breadstick he took. God damn. Yeah.
But I will say
Fine.
that none of you noticed Clay taking the breadsticks.
Yeah.
How?
Did you see his rolls for speed?
I mean, yeah, but still,
like
fuck.
he rolled so well and also has so many dice.
So many dice.
And see,
He's
the thing,
like the big
Fine.
bad. I am convinced this guy's gonna be the big bad, and we're gonna have to kill him or
Well,
something.
He's really-
I like
I
how he's the neutral one, but he
I will
was
give
in
you
the-
a piece of
Ooh.
info, which is, you know, might if you don't know, you might worry a bit more. He had activated his celerity and his blood buff before Tess came over,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
he was He was like,
It's like he fucking knows.
Well,
No,
he
no.
knows because he was doing it.
Well, that's the thing. I was like,
Fucking dick.
he knows what he's doing, so he would have already done it. But
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
ability to take that away from him, which it's just
Yeah.
he's infuriating in that I couldn't do it because he'd already done it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the instant that he was invited to the meeting, he knew what he was going to be doing. And I will not defend him in this instance. He was specifically pissing Tess off because he knows that he can disrupt the meeting by just fucking with Tess.
Yeah.
And I think you guys realized, like, that's the thing that kind of ruined the meeting with the front, is Tess, like, storming off and not being very, professional, let's say.
Yeah.
No,
It's not like I could have done it any other way. Like, there's no way when I see that fucking breadstick.
Yeah, no, it was. I had to. I was like, he would totally go for the Achilles heel.
no, he's
The Achilles breadstick. Damn.
So, thank you everyone for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video, the stream. On Wednesday at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. EST, I believe, there will be a premiere on here, on Twitch. Yeah, I'll be specific because you could be watching the video on YouTube. There'll be the premiere of the extra episodes that we recorded solo, myself and one player each. They will be premiering on both Twitch and on YouTube, and after the premiere of it on Twitch, I'll do the Q&A and kind of I'll do a QA this Wednesday, but probably next Wednesday I'll do a roundup of what's come before, kind of a wrap up of all the episodes and all the plot points and everything. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and let's just face it, the pure fury of a woman breadstick scorned.
Yeah. I mean, it was the only response. So.
Yes. And
I'm so upset.
if I don't see you on Wednesday, we'll all see you on Monday.